We're recording twice now. Okay, give me 1 second to pop everything up. Layton. Oh, I'm not in a call. That's an issue. That's an issue we have to rectify. Oh, I gotta fix desktop audio levels too. Hello! So, for those, I think everyone here already knows this, but for those of you who don't know, my last, Unwound Future VOD was, absolutely destroyed by Twitch's auto mod for, or auto copyright for music. So we are now going to double record all streams from here on out, and that'll be fun. And it also means hopefully I won't lose another, because I lost one of the Azran Legacy VODs, and I cried for like almost an hour. So that is the state of my mental health, in case you were curious, in case you just wanted to know. Here, there we go. Nope, that doesn't work. Okay, there's just a black bar on the side. Has there always been an icon? I think you can actually get rid of it for... Or is it Citra where you can get rid of it? It's Citra where you can get rid of it, I think. Anyway, that's recording, that's live. I can see all of you guys. Hello, Ronnie, JJ, Hannah, JFK. Welcome, welcome. I need one more thing. Where is my stream manager? Hang in there, be faster. Okay, cool, I found it. Win. Welcome back, JJ. I'm really sorry about your Wi-Fi, that was awful timing. Oh, I actually wanted to turn down the volume a tiny bit just in case that does help. We turned it up because it was too quiet, but we're gonna turn it back down to try again. So this is going at 29, and we're gonna see what happens. Alerts for my lab for Discord, but nothing else. That's wild. Also, hello, Diddy. Welcome. So, I'm excited to play this game. I've been having a week, and I'm literally pausing drawing Layton charms to do this. And I don't know if I'll get all my charms done in time. I have 1, 2, 3.5 that I would like to finish by tomorrow, and I'm working at a rate of about a charm a day, and that's not good. So we'll see what happens and what I can actually order. And if any of it arrives in time for me to actually go to a convention, because, like, knowing my luck? Oof. So, let's play this game. We're in our evil arc, or we're in our stopping our evil arc. And I want to know why my girl is not here and yet she gets a slot. I think that's mean to me. I think that's cruel. You know? I don't think that's very nice. The story so far. Oh, the poor Layton mobile. Luke and Layton encounter Dr. Schrader in Green Hospital. The doctor instructs the pair to head back to the back of the hospital, where they find the Layton mobile. I think I should have patience. Okay, here's the thing. I'm going between... I said this to you, and other people, I think I probably said this around other people. There is no win for me with Flora. Like, there's no win for me with Flora in this game. Either she shows up and they do almost nothing with her, she shows up, they completely ruin the little character they gave her, or she doesn't show up. Like, all of these are bad. I can't excuse me for not trusting level 5, but I don't see a situation where she shows up and I'm happy about it. Like, I'm glad the way it's done. If Flora shows up and I think this is good writing, I'll do something. Hannah can tell me to do something and I'll do something. How about that? Is that acceptable? Like, does that work? My headphones just completely fell apart. I need to replace these earbuds. Anyway, that's my, literally, what do you mean, where's Flora? She's right there on the save screen. So that's my current stance, on Flora. I love her dearly. I don't think level 5 deserves her. And if she does show up in this game, I will immediately be scared. So, hope that helps. In the car, they find another letter from future Luke telling them where to meet him. Luke and Layton head for Gilded 7 Casino on Flatstone Street. Not saying my consonants well. No, they don't deserve her. That's on them for doing a shit job in the last game.
Without all the lights and music, it looks rather sad.
Have we changed our stance on time travel? I'm still convinced it's not time travel, but I don't have a better solution other than, like, a lot of people just choosing to, like, this isn't even technically gaslighting. What is this? Everyone just fucking lying to them? Like, I don't have a solution to what this could be other than somebody pulling a real big, mean prank. I don't have a better option right now. Someone was like, this would be fucked up, and then did it. Like, I don't know. You know those videos that people used to post online that would be like, someone fell asleep in the classroom and then they wrote on the board, like, it's the year 2060, you've been asleep for X amount of years, everyone, like, you're the last one, run for your life, and, like, then there would be a bunch of discourse below it, like, this isn't actually a fun prank. This is, like, this could scare people really bad. That's what I'm thinking of. Hello, Grace, welcome.
What if everyone is just lying to us? Do you think people would do that, my boy? Just go around and tell lies?
Fucking maybe, I don't know. Completely at a loss for what could be happening here at the moment.
I don't think these have seen much use in here.
I do still think that the scientist who's not a scientist, and the the prime minister, I think it was just like a situation where, like, you do a smoke bomb and then drop through, like, the floor or something. You know? I don't think that guy's dead. They haven't really killed anyone yet. Cowards.
Personally, I prefer games of skill to games of chance.
Yeah, that's unsurprising, buddy. Alright. Oh, hi.
Oh, there you are, boss.
Oh, boy. They're so pointy from the back. Sorry. I'm looking at the... Sorry. I'm looking at the Lukes, and I'm like, look at how pointy their hair is. They're little triangles. I think the scientist and prime minister are in a secret relationship. You know what? Fuck it. Why not? That could be canon.
Oh.
This guy's gray. Is this guy okay?
Oi! What are you doing wearing the boss's getup? Is your idea of a joke?
Not really.
No, not at all.
I'm just hanging out.
Come to think of it, I don't think I've
Big
seen
Luke
any
has
of you
2
round here
points.
before.
They're gonna... Luke is gonna meet Phoenix and be like, holy shit, your hair has so many points in it.
Yes, well, we don't often get a chance to visit this fine establishment of
Phoenix
yours.
Core. I am excited to play Versus again when we do get to it. I love Versus
Dunno
so much.
about that, but I'm gonna need you to come with me for some questioning. This way, you three.
I forgot he sounded like that. I'm sorry. No, his voice is fine, but, like, baby Luke has a specific accent and this Luke doesn't. So it's just kind of like, hello? Who are you? Oh my god! No! Oh my god. Big Guppy down. Holy shit.
Oh no!
He can't grow out of his
Quickly, you
accent.
two.
It's not
This
allowed.
way.
I'm not letting him. It's not allowed.
Don't let him escape! Yeah? Don't let him escape!
Oh my god, look at how shaped these dudes are. Holy shit. Oh, not... Guys, maybe don't shoot into a crowd of, like, just people. Just people. Oh my god, it's all gone to shit.
We're surrounded, Professor!
Calm yourself, Luke. I have a plan.
What's... Maybe tell the child what your plan is when he's getting shot at. Oh, hey, it's the big guppy. Tuck and roll.
Do you see a way out of this?
Tuck and roll.
I do, but I'll need your help.
Can someone please go check on the baby? Can someone please check on the baby? Yeah, this is not the weirdest thing to ever happen to me, but not great anyway. First puzzle of the night. Build a coin gun. Jesus Christ, Layton. He's like, I have a plan. Let me build a gun. Bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? Build a coin gun from the parts of this disassembled slot machine and help our heroes fight back. Rotate the parts to fit them into this checkered shape below. You must use all parts and none can overlap. Now hurry. Well, this one has to go here, so that's at least something. Hold on, I think this one's making it so I can't... Hello? Oh, I'm not holding it in the right place. That would be why. LOL. Okay. Ah! Keep grabbing these in the wrong positions. Hypothetically, this puzzle music is really where I'm getting fucked by the copyright thing, so I am gonna try to talk during a bunch of puzzles, but no guarantees because it's hard to talk during puzzles. What if this doesn't belong down there? What else can fit down there? What if that was a trick? What if that was a little trick? Yeah, I don't actually think... Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. Maybe this does go there. Maybe I should have stuck with my gut there. I simultaneously think this game in particular should and shouldn't have time segments sometimes. Yeah, no, we're not, there's no part of me that thinks I could successfully do this if it were timed. Like, I'm fully aware of my capabilities. My capabilities do not include things that are timed. My capabilities? That sentence made no sense. You're welcome. I guess. Oh my god, this is driving me nuts. This is not going well. This is in fact going really bad. Whoa. That's crazy how bad I'm doing at this puzzle. I'm just doing really shitty. Whoa. I'm doing an absolute shit job. Wow. Wow, amazing. Leave me alone. Well, I got most of them in. What if we just left it like that? Hey, Layton, is this good enough? Hey, Professor, how we feeling about this? Oh my god. Alright, fuck. Something is wrong. Something is horribly wrong. And it's this spot up here. What if I turn that way? And then... Shit, I don't know. This like this. And then... God, not the suitcase. I was thinking about that when I first got this, and I was like, well, I hope it's not that hard. God damn it, that doesn't work. Then there's a spot there. That doesn't fit. That doesn't fit. It fits here, but then nothing else fits. So that's really fucked up. Real fucked up of you to do this to me, Layton. Nope. JJ's having a terrible time, huh? Someone should tell me how off I am. I say having 4 pieces in places. you, like, can't even tell me how off I am because I have nothing in the puzzle. Did we try this? Is this one we tried? Oh, do we have a possibility here? Oh, no. What if this one goes here? Help. One of the things that's getting me is I keep forgetting where I need to click it to move it and rotate it, and that's good. That's helpful. Yes.
Let's see if I've got this right. Few things satisfy like a puzzle solved.
My guy is so funny because the idea that he's built multiple, like, helicopters just with shit he had, and now he's just building guns. Like, what did I know this guy technically went to school for archaeology, but he had to take some engineering classes. The fuck was going on there? Is he gonna shoot coins at people? Oh, slot machine gun. The little Luke's in the corner. Oh my god. Those would absolutely kill someone. I'm sorry. That's gonna kill them. That's not just gonna knock them down. What if I think those guys are robots? Have we brought that up yet? Have we asked if these guys are robots? They might be robots. Oh, this guy's significantly less gray in the cutscenes. Can someone please check on the baby?
That was a close one.
There he is.
Give them a taste of their own medicine.
Funny, I don't remember you helping.
Look, you're me, so that means I get some
So real, Luke.
Oh, is
So
that
real. He's like, I technically helped.
Interesting logic.
I think he's correct. I think he's right. He said, I simply did not get in danger. I get credit for living long enough to be you. That's so funny. So real and true. So real and true.
Enigmatic Future. Chapter 3.
It wasn't going away. Hi, Nate.
So, where are we headed to now then? Mr. Triton?
Okay, shit, I forget what I did for his voice. I think I just tried to do Luke's voice, but not as high.
Luke, please call me anything but Mr. Triton. It's really strange being called that by myself. It's pretty awkward for me too, but what else am I supposed to call you?
Oh, I think we were calling him Fluke, weren't we? Were we calling him Fluke? We should call him Fluke.
I don't see why you can't be both called Luke.
Because it's fucking confusing.
Should the need to distinguish between you arise, you can be Big Luke and you can be Little Luke.
Oh no, Luke is... he gets so mad about this in verses. We can't call him Little Luke. We can't. I'm sorry. Yeah, can we please have a trigger warning for Clark in the chat? Excuse me, please.
I'm not too keen on Little Luke, but it's better than all this confusion.
Yeah, this happening right after verses is just like, whoo, are these guys okay?
You're the boss, Professor. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Little Luke. Oh no, the pleasure is all mine, Big Luke. Oh god. Now, where were we? Ah yes, there was something I needed to check up on.
Oh no! Rip Big Gate!
Professor, did you pass a restaurant in the shopping arcade on your way to the casino? The one near the arcade's southern exit? That's the one. We'll head there first. A friend of mine is waiting for us.
Who could it be? Who could it be? Who could it be? Who could it be? Do we think it's someone we know? I'm so excited.
Does this manhole remind you of anything, Professor?
I don't... Does it? Shit, I don't know, man. I also wanted to... It's not gonna be Emmy. I wish it were Emmy. That'd be fucking insane if it were Emmy. That would be nuts. I hope it's Flora, though. I'm also, though, scared about Flora. What if it was Emmy? What if it was just a surprise Emmy? Yeah, Emmy doesn't exist yet, but what if? That would be wild. Again, I think Emmy finds the versus stuff after the fact as having not been a participant in it fucking hilarious. Whatever the fuck is happening here, she's probably like, that's tragic. This is incredible.
Just a little further, Luke. We're almost at the arcade now. Oh, I know. We walked through here earlier. Oh, right. Of course you did. You mentioned that before, didn't you? Yeah. Hey, there's something I've been wondering about. What's on your mind? Well, a machine that could take people to any point in time would really change the world. And not only that, it could improve people's lives. Yes, it would certainly have the potential to do that. But even though this time machine could do so much for people, you want to stop it from being made.
Baby Luke hasn't read all the sci-fi that says don't mess with time. He simply just hasn't gotten to that in his literature classes. He doesn't understand yet. He doesn't know about the butterfly effect and stuff.
Picture this scenario. Imagine there's this bully who's always giving you trouble. Go on. Now, let's say you had that time machine we've been talking about. Would you travel back in time to when that bully was a teensy 5-year-old to get your own back? Of course not. That'd be cruel. Of course you wouldn't, but that's because you've got a good heart. Imagine the damage that someone less kind could do with a time machine like that. Cool. I never thought of it like that. We've got to stop that machine from being built.
We're gonna hit a puzzle wall, and it's gonna be like, you need 80 puzzles, and I'm gonna have 50. And that's just something we're gonna have to deal with because I want to get to more plot because it took us 57 years to get to plot last week. And I can't remember if that was because I was super distracted or not.
Look, there's a restaurant. Is this the place you had in mind, Big Luke? Yes, this is the one. Let's head in.
Who do we think it is? Who do we think it is? Who do we think it is? People who don't know, votes in chat now. Well, I save real quick. Votes in chat. I know we just saved, but I'm feeling paranoid. Nate's voting for Emmy again. JJ voted for Flora, and I don't know if we have anyone else who doesn't know. I know Ronnie is technically doing stuff. So oh. Yeah, change your vote. Change it quick. Imagine if Trucy Wright were in this game. What if Ronnie's in this game? So our options are Emmy, Flora, Trucy, and Ronnie. I think this is some good and valuable and legitimate options. Other option that I don't think is real. I don't really know what's going on with Don Paulo, but we probably shouldn't forget he exists. So I guess I throw it out there. I don't really think it's him, but like, I'm throwing it out there into the universe. He's a character. He's a repeating character. Shit.
Luke, do you see that man in black over there? Does he look familiar to you? Yes, he's the one who brought us your letter.
Oh fuck, I don't remember this dude at all. He's just one of the other post guys. I forget he exists all the time.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Shipley. Not at all. I just got here a minute ago myself.
Don't know what his voice was. Fuck it.
You've all met before, but I don't think you were properly introduced. This is my good friend Shippy. Nami voted for him. He has played a vital role in bringing you and little Luke here to our time. Pleased to meet you, Shippy. Shipley, fuck. Likewise, Professor. Sorry I had to be so brief with you last we met. Luke here told me I shouldn't share any details until he had the chance to speak to you himself. Don't give it another thought. Luke needed to test us before sharing the details of his plan. Shipley, did you manage to do some reconnaissance work in Chinatown as I asked?
Oh my god, I forgot about Chinatown. Because we were all like, ooh, okay.
Certainly did, Luke, that filthy scumbag Layton. Apologies, Professor, I'm talking about the evil Layton, of course.
Oh, I forgot he was up on my screen the other day, and I just looked over at one point onto my other desktop, and I just saw, like, the evil Laytons staring at me, and I was like, oh god, hi guys. Hey. Hey.
The Professor is aware of the situation. Do continue. Right, you know the tower in Pagoda in Chinatown? Evil Layton has ordered them captured scientists there, apparently. He got them working like slaves or something or other.
I like that Layton is just smiling this whole time. He's feeling normal. Things are going good in his brain right now.
So the scientists are in the towering pagoda. That's going to make things very difficult. I heard another peculiar rumour while I was about in town. Fuck. Yes? Word had it, the Prime Minister who disappeared 10 years ago has been held up there too. What? I thought he was dead. Bill Hawks.
I forgot he looked like that. Holy shit. Boom. Explosion, 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 explosion.
He's been missing ever since the day of the incident. Suspicious. It's been 10 years now.
Oh god, I have the hiccups. Sorry, Ronnie.
Do you suppose Evil Layton might have adopted...
I gotta read these lines slower.
Do you suppose Evil Layton might have abducted the Prime Minister as well as those scientists? We won't know until we check the facts for ourselves. Big Loop, you seem apprehensive at the mention of the Towering Pagoda. What is this place? The Towering Pagoda is the family stronghold, situated among a sea of warehouses in Chinatown. To complicate matters, all of Chinatown is under family control, which means it'll be difficult just to get within walking distance. Be that as it may, we may need to uncover the truth. Can you guide us safely to the pagoda? Infiltrating a place like that is going to require a bit of preparation. Why don't we split up for a bit, and I'll see if I can secure a safe route there. You go on and head for Chinatown without me. Shipley will tell you how to get that far, alright? Very well. Good, now I need to get moving. Be careful out there. Crikey, he didn't half leave in a hurry. We need to get to China.
Oh, fuck. Sorry. Ah, I'm tired.
We need to get to Chinatown, Shipley. What's the best way to get there?
I should not have stayed up until like 1 a.m. talking about Marvel last night.
Let's see. Your best bet is to head back up Flatstone Street. As you head north towards the casino, there's a small set of stairs on the right. Do you know the ones I mean? Ah, yes. Now that you mention it, I do recall passing by an area that fits that description. Good. Head up them stairs, follow the narrow alley at the top till you hit a path above the river. From there, just follow the path. It'll take you straight into Chinatown.
I'd read slower if, like, this weren't me playing a video game, but we're trying to get through things. We're trying to be productive.
You're not coming with us, Shipley? Wish I could, but I've got to stay here and wait for word from your elder self. Very well. Thank you for your assistance, Shipley. Come, Luke, we mustn't tarry here. Be careful out there. If you run into any trouble, you can always find me here.
Great. When? Let's go to Chinatown. Boop, 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 boop. What if that is Flora, though, in disguise? That would be crazy. I mean, fuck, there are really good disguises in this one, so anything is possible. Oh, wait, shit, that's not where I wanted to go, is it? Or is it? Flatstone Street Station. No, this isn't where I want to be. They said to go to Flatstone Street. It's up this way. I know directions. Ooh, cutscene, cutscene. Huh? Oh, Layton's having a moment. Layton's having a moment. He's feeling super normal. He's being so normal right now. You just abandoned your child. You just abandoned your boy. Oh, reflection. Mulan moment.
Here you go.
Hi, girl.
What's this now?
I forgot
present
about his
seed.
look. I forgot about this look. Oh. What? Is it the top hat? Is it a top hat?
Hat?
Holy shit. It's the top hat.
For the newly appointed professor.
Aww.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Aww.
You're a fully fledged member of the academic community.
Yeah,
now.
the hat got an origin story. I
So
love
you've
that.
got to look the part.
She's like, get that fucking hat off. It's ugly. Put this one on instead.
Very dashing, Herschel. The picture of a true gentleman.
Look at him.
A true gentleman?
Sorry, his expression was so funny there.
No, leave it on. It suits you. It really does.
Aww.
So no taking
Little
it off.
blushies. And then he didn't. And then he fucking did it. The hat became a part of his
Fine. I
personality.
didn't realize how late it was. I have to go to the
Yeah,
lab.
this guy's normal.
We're running a
This
very
guy is
important
really
experiment
normal.
today. Let's
Uh-oh,
continue this
they're running an
celebration over dinner
experiment?
tonight.
That sounds
Oh,
bad.
and promise me you'll wear the hat. It's not your usual style, but keep an open
Oh,
mind.
don't worry,
After
girl.
all,
It will become his
isn't that what a
style.
gentleman
It
does?
will become his style. That's what I was thinking, JJ, when we talked about it last week. I don't know if she died simply because they don't really kill people in these games, but something definitely happened with this girl. And I think I know her name because Hannah sent it on accident. Thank you, Hannah. I won't say it, but Hannah did tell me. Okay, Nate, they killed... Okay, hold on. We can't talk about that, Nate. We actually can't talk about it. We're not talking about the prequels that much in here. So, yeah. Yeah, Hannah told me who this is. And, yeah, thanks, Hannah.
Did you see that, Professor? That was the same woman we saw earlier, wasn't it? I suppose it was.
Maybe it is her, except now she's evil. She also turned evil. She also gets an evil arc. Cool, Bridget. We can call her Bridget. That's fun.
You seem distracted, Professor. Are you alright? What's that? Oh, I'm fine, Luke. Absolutely fine.
Hannah actually spoiled her name twice, so... I am putting the blame on Hannah for spoiling it not once, but twice.
If you say so, Professor. Hey, look, I bet these are the stairs Shipley mentioned.
I could have sworn that was Claire. There we go! You don't have to call her Bridget anymore. Well, it's fine now, because now I know from the game. But Hannah did spoil it twice, which was very funny both times. Hannah sent a fic and was like, this one's fine. And then like 20 minutes later was like, oh fuck, there's a name in here that's a spoiler. Don't read that line. Just don't recognize it. It's really good. And the other day, Hannah just sent the name. Just straight up sent the name. Clark was the one who spoiled it in the fic, which we can also blame him. We can blame Clark for a lot of things, I think.
I could have sworn that was Claire, but that's impossible.
No.
Word has it that the Prime Minister disappeared 10 years ago has been out up there too.
It is a good fic. Luke kidnaps himself. I recommend it. It made me emotional. It also has my favorite girl in it. And Luke kidnaps himself, so like when? Hannah can send it. Now.
Perhaps that's what happened when the Prime Minister was abducted 10 years ago. Perhaps he was sent to the future, as we were. What if all this talk of time travel is real?
I hope Layton actually has a moment where he's like, what if we did do that? Just because I enjoy characters like having to, I forgot my train of thought. I like characters who are like, surely I'll never become that, having to confront the fact that they could possibly become that.
If so, maybe that really was Claire. No, it defies all logic. Claire can't be here. Not after that day.
Don't be vague! What the fuck happened to her? The mysterious woman! A woman who looks uncannily like the professor's old sweetheart Claire is wandering around town. Who could she be? Okay, I'll read the journal sections. We don't have, like, time to really go through all the journal sections all the time, so... let's see if I can find them.
What is happening here? That girl who just walked by, was it? No, there's simply no way she could be here. Not after the accident 10 years ago. Anyway, there isn't time to think of such things now. We must make haste to the casino.
Future Luke. Future Luke. The hat and the vow.
That woman, who could she be? She's like a ghost that's been haunting me ever since we came to this London. Has my future self really forgotten the vow I made the day she gave me this hat? I've striven to be the gentleman she believes me to be, but what about him? Perhaps it is as future Luke said, I became obsessed with turning back time. Back to the time of that experiment.
It was really funny, Hannah. It was really funny. We all just watched you type this, and then there was a long moment where I actually had the time to type out, like, what? And then you deleted it. I have a few theories, but I'm holding on to them because I get embarrassed when I say theories and they're wrong. I get embarrassed.
Do you suppose that bronze statue depicts some sort of local hero? I'm going to have a quick look.
Like, if I'm making a joke, it's fine. Like, when I joked about the box being full of bad air. Oh my god. Oh my god. If it's a serious theory... Hold on, let me finish that thought. If it's a serious theory, I have a harder time, like, actually saying it in case I'm incorrect.
Huh? Look, Professor. The man in the statue is the same hat as you.
Literally, JJ. This is a fucking Christmas Carol. Fucking Tiny Tim down here.
Ah, so he does. If I'm the man in the statue, does that make you that boy there? Well, I suppose he looks a bit like me.
Yeah. Yeah, we were literally talking about how we had to keep spoilers out of the chat, and then you just talked about a spoiler for me, and for everyone else who hadn't seen Tony play more in the games.
Oh, there's a description of the statue here. Let's see. It seems our friend here was some sort of famous author. An author, you say, not a professor. Imagine if he was. Now that would be a coincidence. Let's see what else it says. The author used to write big, complicated books, but all this changed because of this boy. The boy was ill, and to cheer him up, the man wrote an adventure novel for people of all ages. I suppose the book was so successful that he went on to write more of them. What a heartwarming story.
And totally not relevant to anything happening here, for sure.
Oh, but that's not all, Professor. Here, I'll read you the rest. In the end, the little boy was taken by his illness. However, the extraordinary friendship between the author and the boy would last forever. I can't believe how sad that ending is. That sucks. There. It's not all bad, my boy. It sounds as if the two found true friendship in each other.
Okay, but JJ, if this is an alternate reality, then my question is... What? Wait, what? Are you saying that this is an alternate reality, Luke and Layton? Because if that's the case, Luke is dead in this reality. But we met future Luke. And we've also already discussed alternate realities. That's on the table. Unless you're saying that's an alternate reality. Or you're saying that future Luke came from an alternate reality to this reality. Leave me alone, JFK. I thought I had something to say, and then I thought about it, and I was like, wait, hold on a minute. I'm confusing myself.
Some people go through their whole lives without experiencing such a thing. I suppose so. It's still terribly sad, though. Look here. It says, in memory of an extraordinary and everlasting friendship. Wouldn't it be wonderful if our friendship grew to these heights?
I'm gonna cry. They can't do this to me. They can't do this to me for real. This is unacceptable. This is not allowed.
What do you mean if? Our friendship is already extraordinary and everlasting.
So true, Luke. JJ, I'm gonna block you.
Now, Luke, I didn't mean to ruffle your feathers. You're right. We're very good friends. You're not upset, are you?
Me? Upset? Of course not. Anyway, I think we should move on.
Oh dear.
Layton, Luke has so many issues already. You can't go implying you're not already the best of friends.
I'm not sure I understand.
My watch just scared me so bad. the shit out of me. Me crying over Luke, and meanwhile my watch is like, what the fuck are you doing? Okay. Oh, puzzle?
No, the statue here. Reminds you of a puzzle? Precisely. Here, give this one a try.
My watch doesn't get it like we do. They don't understand. Siri doesn't get it. Have we done one like this before? In a different game? Here is a photo of 4 knights with lances. One of the lances is broken, but it was repaired with string just before the photo is taken. String? Whose lance was it? Of course, all the lances were originally straight. There's one of these in verses or something, right? Oh, the puzzle at the end of Diabolical Box. No, but there's another one of these that's like, what is the straight one? Which one has been broken? And I can't remember which one it's in. But I swear to God we had one of these before. Okay, there's one in verses. Okay, I was like, this is way familiar.
This one's as good as solved.
He's so cute. Steel Samurai.
I knew it.
I think some of the best writing I've ever done legitimately is for my Steel Samurai fanfic that, fuck, is never gonna get posted, because, like, what the fuck are you gonna, what the fuck, who's out here writing Steel Samurai fanfiction other than me? Who's out there reading it? No one. Glad you are interested. I think it's great, but it's not completely finished. And, it's, like, built on a lot of headcanons and stuff, like, me and a few friends made up about Steel Samurai, like, 3 years ago now, because we got bored. So, we were like, oh no, we've become fans of fictional characters squared, and that's an issue. That's an issue we have to rectify.
Wonderful work. You're really getting quite good at this, Luke.
Yeah, oh my god, we're gonna be fucked when we hit a puzzle wall.
My word, what a foul odor.
Squeezed Layton.
Is this really the way to Chinatown? It's awfully dirty and dark. Does this place frighten you, my boy? Me? Scared? No way. I just want to get to Chinatown. Let's go. There's no need to dash off, Luke. Do be careful. You could slip. Whoa! Ow! 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 Oh dear, what did I just tell you? Are you laughing at me, Professor? Laughing? Me? Certainly not. Are you quite alright? Of course I am. I just bumped my knee a little. I'll walk it off. Oh good. I was worried for a moment there. Let's go.
I don't know if we were supposed to talk to that guy, but clearly it was fine.
Oops. Oh, cripes, it broke. Well, what do you expect when you go around prodding everything? But Professor, I wasn't prodding it that hard. Luke, I'm sorry. I should probably have been more careful. Indeed you should. Now let's see what kind of damage you've caused here. What's this? I do believe this leads somewhere interesting. Let's have a look at what's on the other side. But isn't it trespassing, Professor? Professor, wait for me!
Luke, he doesn't... Who gives a shit about the law?
Ah, so this is where it leads.
I don't even know if we're supposed to be here. We're just here now. Is this the way the game is played? No one knows.
Ah, so this is where it leads. I read it twice. Can we leave now, Professor? The casino staff won't be happy if they find us in here. Ah, you worry too much, Luke. Maybe so, but I still think we should leave now.
Well, now we know. Now we have a fun little escape. Escape. Bye, guy. Is anyone else scared for Chinatown? I'm a little scared for Chinatown.
It looks like we're on the right track, Professor. Here's the Thames. I think that's how it's said. Fuck. Indeed, and it looks majestic as ever.
I did not think people thought the Thames was a pretty river. But I'm not British.
I suppose some parts of London never change, even after 10 whole... Hey, that wasn't you there before. You've noticed it as well then, Luke. That has to be the biggest lighthouse I've ever seen. I'm sure it wasn't there before.
I think they're just fucking lying. I think they're just like, yep, that's majestic.
Judging by its almost pristine condition, it must have been erected fairly recently. This area doesn't feel like the future at all. These stairs lead down to the river.
Oop. Well, now that we're here, let's save, I guess. The British don't get much enrichment in their enclosure. They have puzzles! They're fine. Fuck, I keep hitting the wrong thing. Sheet. Oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned the theories. We did have robots, we had drugs, and we had robots with drugs. So we do have hallucination as a theory, as a possible theory. It's definitely in there. It's like so in there. It's so a theory. Oh, I guess we have to talk to that guy. Oopsie. Oopsie.
Good day, fine gents. Isn't the view from here absolutely gorgeous? It most certainly is, sir. Truly, it's nothing short of breathtaking. Psst, Professor, look at this man. Do you suppose he could be part of the family? What's that, boy? I'm standing right here. If you have something to say it to my face. What's more, I don't appreciate being associated with those drably clad ruffians. Look at the suit. See the stitching. It was custom made in Italy. Italy, I say. I'm ever so sorry, sir. I meant no offence. I never thought you were one of them, really. Well, as long as you acknowledge your outrageous mistake, I'm willing to let bygones be bygones. Just to assuage any lingering doubts to my identity, however, allow me to introduce myself. Before you stands London's most distinguished, dashing, and debonair man. The name's Graham. I would tell you to remember the name, but I know you can't possibly forget. Got it. Graham, London's most distinguished, dashing, and, I forgot the last one, but I won't forget the name, I promise.
Oh, that's legit all we had to do? Alright. He just had to say some shit to us, I guess.
A gentleman would never throw rubbish in the river.
Yeah, it looks beautiful, guys. With all the fucking trash, it looks great. Awesome river.
Fine. Hello there. Say, do you happen to know if this is the way to Chinatown? Oh, I reckon this path I'm most likely to take you there. You reckon? Haven't you taken this path before? Night chance. I have a feeling. Oh, fuck, I don't know how to do this accent. Shit. Night chance. I have a feeling something could happen time me down doing that way. Something bad. Fuck. God damn it. Like, I could get in tie around me with the family lawn. I'm better off just staying here and solving puzzles. Yeah, but I'm not good at it. Not only am I not good at it, sometimes when accents are written out, I have a harder time with it if I'm trying to do a voice. Like, Wuthering Heights has a lot of written dialect for a few characters, and if I'm trying to do a voice and read the dialect, sometimes it's really hard for me. So I just have to drop the voice and basically read the sounds as is. And once I get more comfortable, I get better at it, but, like, it's a struggle. Basically, I can only do, like, the part from Brave because, you know, when the trailer came out, everyone was just going around saying, if you had the chance to change your fate, would you? And that's all I got. That's literally, it's the most I got in me. And it's not even good. So, like, fuck. Would you?
Exactly. Like, not only, like, that specific accent in that specific, like, for that specific character, at that specific intensity, it can only be those lines. It can only be those lines. I'm afraid there might be some of that family lot up ahead. There's no telling what they'd do if they spotted me. I've taken up hiding spot behind this wall, so's I can take a wee peek without being found. Could you please help me out? Just how many henchmen are actually out there? That was okay. Not great, though. Hold on, let me scoot closer for a sec.
Huh.
Oh no, this is a nightmare. Okay. 1. Oh no, they move. 2, 3. Shit, some of these aren't henchmen. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fuck, I don't know if I counted this guy twice. Okay, we're gonna try 8. Did I save?
I don't know about that.
How about this?
No.
How about this?
Okay, so I just didn't. I thought I counted 1 twice and I didn't.
No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
Bestie, so many puzzles have stopped Layton's apprentice. Old man. Old man.
Ah, you've solved my puzzle. Looks like you're nigh part of that family lot then. They're not too bright, see? Of course not. We're no family minions. I'm Luke, and this here's the famous Professor Layton. Surely I can just go around saying his name, and that will be fine. No one will have an issue with me going around introducing him as Professor Layton. There will be no consequences to this. None at all. Wait, Layton, you say? Cause he's not a family minion. He's the head honcho.
Oh god, that one was bad.
Help, somebody help me.
That was bad.
Oops, I forgot how the name Layton scares the living daylights out of people in this time. Yes, it's unfortunate, but people do seem to think I'm a criminal.
I know he has emotional attachment to the hat. Take the fucking hat off, bestie.
On a more interesting note, have a look at the ground, Luke. Those footprints must belong to the man who just ran off. Come to think of it, his shoes and trousers were soaking. But why?
I'm like so confused by this because like I was like focused, I was like trying to figure it out, and then I was like, is that blood? What is this? What is going on here?
It's a bit chilly to go out for a swim, don't you think? Indeed. So how did he get so wet?
Are you kidding me? Our last mystery is a wet guy? You gotta be kidding me. And the wet freak isn't even here. This is so upsetting. Yeah, mystery 10. This guy, wet, moist, damp. Men in lab coats. Men in white laboratory coats seem to be all over this part of town, but the odd thing is that their trouser bottoms and shoes are always soaking wet. What reason could they have for walking around London with wet feet? Bitch, we've seen one of them. I miss him so bad. Also, it's driving me nuts that we supposedly have like, half the mysteries solved. Half the mysteries solved. Stream 2. That's so weird. We're not solving some of these until the end of it. He's either Herschel's age or a few years older. Then he aged bad. He aged badly. He did not age well. Oh yeah, of course, Grace.
You know, Professor, what with all the trees and stuff, this hill is a bit creepy. What's the matter, Luke? You're not afraid of seeing a ghost, are you? Come on, Professor. I know you would never believe in something so unscientific.
This is a... He's 24, he just sucks shit. This line right here is especially funny if we're considering it after verses. Because Luke fully just met a spirit channeler, and he's like, ghosts? Ghosts? No. No. No, that's dumb. No. Luke, bestie.
Unscientific, you say? Do you not remember Miss Fay? That was only last week. Yeah, there's no proof that ghosts exist. It's fine. A man of science like you would never fear something as silly as ghosts, eh, Luke? Well, maybe just a little. He's scared. Please don't dilly-dally, Professor. Let's move on.
She didn't in-game because they don't have any spirit channeling in-game. Because I think they were trying to keep it relatively contained, so if you didn't know the storyline for Ace Attorney, or if you didn't know the storyline for Layton, you could just kind of hop in. Like, they're very detached. I think that's one of the reasons why, even though they had, like, designs for Edgeworth and Larry, like, in the concept art, they scrapped the idea of actually having them show up at all. Imagine if she did, literally. Imagine if she did that. That would be nuts. Cantabella would be like, what the I didn't plan for this.
Only a trickle of sunlight makes it through the trees. Puzzle! I spy with my little eye a hidden puzzle.
What the fuck?
20 picarots.
Ah, fuck. You want to pave your garden using one of these 5 types of paving stones. However, only one of these shapes will, when used repeatedly, cover every part of the garden apart from the star-shaped flower pots. Paving stones can be rotated but not flipped. Alright, it's not... So it's not A. Wait, no, B is 3, isn't it? Is B 3? B has to be 3. Yeah, let's pretend B is 3. I don't think it can be B either. I'm sure there was a faster way to do it that involved math. But I didn't do it that way, so fuck. Am I right?
How about this?
So, Miss Maya, can you really only summon
That's a
human
relief.
spirits, or...
That reminds me, I have to be on the lookout for I have to remember to write down his line about robots having hearts. Don't let me forget. I really have to write it down. Could I go find it in my VOD? Yes. Am I going to? Probably not. Will I have time to draw that comic now? No. Am I gonna draw it? Eventually. Every time I think about that line, I explode? Like, I explode. So I hope that helps. I hope that helps. It's amazing. We keep talking about this. But I think that one of the things I love about prequels is how they can recontextualize stories. And some prequel series don't take advantage of that. But I think the Layton prequels really, they really do a lot of times take advantage of what is in this main trilogy and, really add, a lot more depth and emotion to it. It's crazy. I love it. The hand. I can't wait for Flora to almost fall to her death this week. That's awful, but I'm gonna, scream and throw up. So, that's how I'm feeling. I'm just... I'm gonna be so normal about it. We're all gonna be just so normal. I love pretending to be normal in other people's streams and then going to a private chat and losing my fucking mind.
Huh, I knew I could do it.
No, because I specifically don't want to see the girls suffer. I like seeing Layton suffer. This little top hat guy, I'm gonna re-traumatize him again. This guy, he's gonna suffer. Professor Layton, you have been nothing good but good to me, and you are gonna have a goddamn terrible time in my sandbox. Thank you, JJ. It's so fun! It's so fun. I love it. Oh fuck, wrong way. Sorry, I couldn't remember which direction we had gone. Oh.
I can't stop looking at this curious flower and the strange little insect that's buzzing around it.
It's the puzzles, Mike. It's from the puzzle thing, my guy.
It's a pile of junk, all right, but is it worthless? Was that really once part of someone's laundry? There's a pleasant breeze coming from the river. Psst! Oi, oi, you two. Look sharp. You've got a lost look about you. Do you know where you're going? I must confess we do not. It's our first time in the area. Listen, I could be wrong, but it looks like you two are a couple of fine, upstanding citizens. A nice fella, so I'll clue you in. You're standing right in the middle of the Black Market Bazaar. Black Market? Wow! I've been to a lot of these. Wow, is right, Sonny. We sell a lot of dodgy stuff out here, but no one questions where it comes from. If it were me and those shiny loafers of yours, I'd keep my head down and leg it as quick as I could. That would seem prudent indeed. Before we go, though, I've got a question. Why do people come all the way out here to shop? Listen, son, things are for sale here. Let's just say you won't find them at your local corner shop. But come to the bazaar, and who can say what treasures you'll find? Oh, I suppose you mean like antiques or other rare items. No, drugs. I think we've asked enough questions for one day, Luke. Let's move on, shall we? You two be careful. Oh, and if you're ever in the market for something hard to find, swing by.
Literally.
Oh, hello there, Mr. Cat. You're an interesting shape. What an interesting shaped cat. What a strange shape.
Catanova.
is he saying, Luke? He says he's in a bit of a jam, Professor. Look at his shape. Look at what shape he's in.
Cat romance. Holy shit. Oh my god. What the fuck is up with these cats? Who drew these cats? Who drew these cats? Who drew them? This tomcat is trying to meet up with his sweetheart. However, there are dots on the squares marked with X's. Oh, dogs. Dogs, not dots. There are dogs on the squares marked with X's, and if the tomcat comes within 3 squares of one, they'll pick up his scent and chase him off. Rest assured that the dogs can't smell through walls, though. Which entrance out of A, B, C, or D should the tomcat take so he can safely reunite with his lady friend? Is it seriously just D? It might just be D. Well, wait. Does that not count? Is this 3? When they say 3, does it mean 1, 2, 3? Or does it mean 1, 2, 3? Let's just check the other routes, I guess. That can't be it. It might be C. JJ. Can't be B. Can't be A. Let's try C.
Here's my answer.
Yay!
Phew, that's a relief.
Oh, JJ. Look at these fucking cats, guys. Check out these cool cats. Check out these totally normal shaped. Sorry. Ooh, look at this fucking cat. Holy shit. Oh my god, Catanova.
I know. I'm glad we could help as well. Yes, glad to be of service.
You weird fucking cat. You weird, weird cat. Yeah, this cat was put through a taffy machine.
I wonder if anyone lives up there. Puzzle! Oh look, a hidden puzzle.
An extra block. Oh god. Okay, the green frame and 6 orange blocks below are composed of identical equilateral triangles. The frame can be completely filled using 5 of the 6 blocks. The blocks can be freely rotated and flipped to fit into the frame. Circle the 1 block that isn't being used. No! Fuck, okay. God damn it. I have to draw them. Especially since there's no undo, this is a little annoying. Let's try a different tactic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22. So this is 2, 6, 5, 4, 3, 4. It's probably one of the 4s, but hold on. Oh, it's actually the 2. I think. Let's count again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 plus 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3. 24. Yeah, so it should be the 2.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
You don't have to make them fit if they're the right number.
Well, that's settled.
I did figure out the right way to do it. You're right, puzzle game. Wow. I did it the right way, even. And I didn't waste too much of my time trying to put them together by drawing.
Nothing like a bit of exercise for the brain to put a spring in your step. Oi! Just what do you two think you're doing? No one passes through this here gate. Now clear off or we have more than words with each other. I see. What nerve? They're just a pair of brutes, don't you agree? Professor, what are you thinking about? Tell me, Luke, did those two remind you of anyone we know? Huh? It's not an exact match, but they do bear an odd resemblance to a certain pair of fellows.
I already forget what they looked like.
Of course, you're talking about Inspector Chelmy and Barton.
Oh my god. Help. But they are slightly different. So we are once again dancing with the alternate timelines. Well, he's got a completely different nose is why I'm saying that. They both do. These are maybe all three. Maybe all three evil future clones. Maybe they're also clone robots. Maybe they're clone robots. Clone time travel, timelines, parallel universes, drugs, robots. It's all here. It's all happening.
I am. The similarities are quite striking, don't you think, aside from the completely different noses. Big guy in charge, check. Small assistant, check. That's really all that we've got here, Professor. But something tells me the inspector wouldn't take kindly to be told that he resembles a true criminal.
Holy fuck.
Speaking of the inspector, did his presence at that event seem at all odd to you?
It literally can, Grace.
Event? Do you mean the time machine presentation? I did think that was really weird. I made a comment about it. Yes. Why do you suppose a police inspector was invited to an event like that in the first place? Well, I don't know. He cracked quite a few tough cases. Maybe his celebrity status got him invited. Yes, I assumed the same thing. After all, pseudo-celebrity status is what got you and me our tickets. Pseudo-celebrity? Nonsense. You're the great Professor Layton. You're going to become an evil dictator. The modern-day English gentleman turned evil overlord. I hate to say it, Luke, but I think you're the only one who'd heap that kind of praise on me. From what I saw, almost everyone there was either from the media or London high society. The inspector and I would clear exceptions to an otherwise homogeneous, whatever, list of names. Who gives a shit? So the question looms before us. Why did Dr. Stangun, whoever he is, invite the inspector and me? What I wouldn't give to hear the inspector's take on the events.
Homogeneous. Thank you. Homogeneous. Oh my god. I do know that word. Have I I never seen it written down before? That might have been the first time I've ever seen that word written out. Homogeneous. This is embarrassing. I have to go. The stream has to end now. The stream has to end. We're done now. We're not playing this game anymore, so I'll see you all later. I'll see you all next time. We're done now. I can't even leave because we're not in a save point. We're in a conversation.
Yeah, it's too bad we'd have to go back to our own time to ask him. Wait a second. What if the inspector's still working here in the future? Professor, there you are. Oh, hello, Luke. I thought I was a professor for a second.
Oh no, Grace. Oh no.
I couldn't help but overhear you as I ran up. Did you say you'd like to meet the inspector? Yes, ideally we would meet him back in our time, while the events of that time are still fresh. I think we can make that happen. But how? Let's continue this conversation when we can't be seen or heard, shall we? Why don't we head over to the wooded area in the west? Surely, hiding out in the woods, that's a fine idea.
Let's just do that. We only have 30 puzzle souls. Only 30 puzzles.
There, much better. I don't think anyone is likely to overhear us now. You mentioned that there's a way for us to visit the inspector in our own time. I can only imagine this means going back to 10 years ago. Is such a thing possible? Indeed, Professor, but the only way to do it is to use the wormhole in the clock shop. But the door to the clock shop is locked. How are we going to get in? That shouldn't be a problem. I can get that door open for you. Strange. Why is it that you have such easy access to the wormhole? I promise I'll explain everything when we get there. Please trust me on this.
Oh boy. I gotta be able to trust future Luke. If I can't trust Fluke, then what's the point? What's the point if I can't trust Fluke?
But for now, let's return to the clock shop on Midland Road. But what about our plan to head into Chinatown? It'll have to be put on the back burner for now, just remember it for later. The situation has changed.
Not really that much. We could still do... You know what? Fuck it. Whatever. Let's go home. I miss Flora. Flora! Flora, girl, I miss you so bad. They don't want you to do shit. They don't love Flora like I do. Chapter 4. Back to the present. Maybe we'll finally see our girl. And maybe she'll be doing literally anything.
Say, when was that lighthouse on the river built? About 5 years ago. Did anyone comment on its peculiar location? Building a structure like that in the middle of a river seems to serve little purpose.
Flora's in Florida.
That's not untrue, Professor. Let's discuss the city later. We need to make for the clock shop.
Future Luke, I'm shaking him. I'm shaking him. What the fuck are we doing?
Oh, thank goodness you're here. London's most debonair man requires some assistance. Alright. What's the matter? I have things to do. I have a big sister to visit. It's that blasted bird over there. The dreadful creature swooped down and plucked my best cufflinks right off my sleeve. What bird?
Oh, we've been trying to click this bird before.
Oh, that must be the bird that fellow was talking about. Wow, a parrot! I've met lots of those. I testified with one. That was a really strange... all of that was weird. Do you remember that, Fluke? Do you remember when we testified with a bird? This is my test to know if you're really me. Do you remember the bird, Fluke? Do you remember testifying with the bird? Don't just stand there staring. Grab the winged menace before it flaps off. You may not have noticed, sir, but we're in a bit of a hurry here. Luke, listen to yourself. Don't you remember what the professor always says?
What? Which one is that? Is it this one? There we go. There you go.
Helping people in need is the duty of every gentleman. You're not acting very gentlemanly. That's suspicious. That's weird. A very good point, Luke. Very well then, let's think. This bird clearly likes shiny objects. Excuse me, sir, would you happen to have anything shiny we could borrow for a moment?
Of course. What sort of gentleman would I be without the proper accoutrements? Here I always carry a garnet for when I need to accessorize with a little flash. Oh dear.
What's wrong?
Curses! The garnet has fallen to the bottom of my case and I can't reach it.
You're not making it very easy for us to help you.
That's what happens when you spend your adolescence living under a puzzle dictator. Oh no! Fucking Christ. Okay, maybe this one will be easy. Oh, they're like, here's how you do a slide puzzle. A red garnet has fallen to the bottom of this cluttered briefcase. Can you move the garnet up to the opening at the top by sliding the clutter out of the way? This is, thanks, Grace. Ronnie came up with Wreck-a-Book, and I came up with Anti-Wreck-a-Book, and JJ, I was just about to say. Good night, Diddy. Sleep well. I was just about to say, this is at least easier than the German woman who we kept waking up. Well, are you guys allowed to talk to me about the Puzzle Dictator, or are we, like, is this a banned conversation? Because I would like to talk about Puzzle Dictator. I want to know the details of what we're talking about. Oh, fuck me. Can I ask what read a sentence is? Oh, read a sentence. That is for when I do like work streams. Like when I'm doing like literal work, like writing work. I use that then. Oh wow, that was easy.
I do believe I've got the answer.
Jesus Christ, that's your voice. I forgot. So if I'm working on something, you can ask me to like read the last sentence I wrote. So I don't have any. Those are for writing streams exclusively. You can feel free to gaslight me. I assume you're laughing at me at all times and making fun of the things I say at all times. So look at this sparkling gem.
Ah, there we are. With any luck, this flashy gem will attract the parrot. See if you can tame him when he gets close. Leave it to me. We both can talk to animals, so you can talk to animals. Can't we talk to animals? Can you talk to animals? I don't know if I trust you, Fluke. Right then, here goes. Don't worry about if I can talk to animals.
Oh my god, look at them! Oh my god, they're so cute. I'm feeling normal tonight.
Here it comes. Don't worry, boy, we won't hurt you.
Squawk!
You don't say. You know, that bird seems pretty fond of you, Luke. Are you friends now? Of course. Well, now that you're friends, why don't you give him a name? Good idea, Professor, but what should I name him?
Quick, name. Go, 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 go. We need a name. We don't have a name.
Can you talk to animals? You can talk to animals. Do you want to talk to animals? You can talk to animals, right? I don't trust you, Professor. I don't trust him. He's not talking to the animals.
Bartholomew? Is that a joke I'm not getting? Is that something I'm not getting? It doesn't fit. Hello, me. It's too long. Your funny name was too long. So, do we want to change it? Do we want to leave it? Cut off. As we all sit here in silence, looking at this little funky bird. Cranberry. So we've got Biglet, Cranberry, and Jimothy. Any strong feelings about any of those? Anyone have any strong opinions on Biglet, Jimothy, and Cranberry? Sorry, my, like, neck, I slept wrong, and my, like, neck is all messed up. All sorts of messed up. Let's go with Jimothy. I think Jimothy is funny. Oh, wait, no. Cranberry. Hold on. That doesn't help us. I'm back at square one. That's a vote for every name. Cranathy. Okay, sure. Cranathy. I can't type. Name the bird Flora because then we can imagine she's here. That's so sad. I can't do that to her. I'm imagining her having adventures, okay?
Hello, hello. Nice to meet you. I'm Granathy. Alright. Hello there, I'm Luke. Nice to meet you too, Granathy.
Nice work, Luke. That was amazing.
Of course, what else would you expect from the apprentice of the great Professor Layton? Besides, you too can talk to animals, can't you? You can also do that thing, if you're me from the future.
You named it what? Not to be, like, super suspicious of Fluke, but I'm a little suspicious of Fluke. I'm sorry, Fluke. You're very cute, but I can't trust. I simply cannot trust.
Thank goodness you caught that fluffy thing. What fine young gentlemen you two are. Keep at it and one day you'll each become a true gentleman, just like myself.
Glad we could help. Here's your garnet. I believe these cufflinks are yours too.
Oh yes. There we are. With these in place, I'm sure to be even more devastatingly handsome than before. Now I believe you two young men deserve something for your trouble.
Oh, there's really no need, Fluke, sir. Fluke, shut the fuck up and take it.
Helping people is reward enough for any gentleman.
Luke, we're gonna take it. Guys, you should have taken it. Oh my god, we have a bird. Love it. That is a chin, you're right. I think JJ mentioned it earlier. That's a chin. We're gonna leave now. It's not a great chin. Ooh. Uh-oh. I know I could be stopping to talk to all these guys. I'm simply choosing not to.
Let's take the path on the left up here. The left? Will that take us back to Midland Road as well?
It will, and in half the time.
Oh.
I bet the view from the observatory is out of this world.
It's rather nice, but we don't have time to stop. We must press on to the clock shop.
There must be a lovely view of the park from there.
Luke wants to go to the park so bad. He wants to have a good fun time so bad. He doesn't want to be dealing with the future.
Huh? The path is covered with ants.
Midland Road is just on the other side of the door.
I'll go and open it. Hey, the door's locked.
Locked?
It can't be. Budge over, Luke, I'll get it open. How strange, it really is locked. Look at this, you two. There's an unusual set of numbers embedded in the door. Perhaps it is a puzzle.
Midland? My dad's from Michigan, but I did not spend that much time there, so I do not have that accent.
To open the door, place 4 numbered tiles in a blank space so that all conditions are set for the 4 equations to be filled. Placing a numbered tile into a blank space enters the equations that pop below the space. Do I understand this? To open the door, place 4 numbered tiles in the blank spaces so that all the conditions set forth by the equations are fulfilled. By placing a numbered tile into a blank space, enters it into the equations in the positions above and below the space. I am not good at these. So, this would be like 2 plus 1 equals 4 times
3, but 4 times... Oh, so it has to flip. Shit. Fuck. God damn it. Okay, hold on. 9... No, because that would be 2 plus 5. That's 10, that's 7. Oh, wait. 10, 10, 7, 9. Okay. Um... 6 times 2 is 12, which is not 7. 12 is not 8. I'm sure there's like a way to do this, but I don't know how to do it. Hold on, let me... Night, JJ. This might be faster if I write it down instead of moving them around and checking it each time. I haven't need my notebook for a second, so... Gonna get fucking muted again. Okay, so... And then, oh no, that's wrong. I fucked this up already. So, okay. So, 15. That doesn't work. Is there like a fast way to do this? It's gotta be small numbers. Oh wait, I think I might have got it. Might have got it. 2, 3, 1, 5. So 2 times 3 is 6. 1 plus 5 is 6. 2 plus 3 is 5. 1 times 5 is 5. And I hope that this has nothing to do with anything.
I do believe I've got the answer.
Jesus Christ. I was like, oh, fuck, I fucked it
Success.
up. No, that was just his reaction thing. Whoo, boy. We love math. Here is one possible solution. The right and left halves of each equation are interchangeable. Additionally, since half the equation involves addition or multiplication, the order of numbers in each pair can be switched out with a 5. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, this time it was a trigger warning. Fluke. My favorite guy, Fluke.
Wonderful work, Fluke.
I'm just gonna switch it out. He's not Big Luke anymore. He is, in fact, Fluke.
I think it's a little early for congratulations, Professor. The door still won't open. If the puzzle isn't keeping the door shut, what is? Well, I suppose it's time for Plan B. A good kick. Emmy always did a good kick. So, who wants to try an Emmy kick? This might seem too obvious, but would you two help me give this door a push? I don't think I have the power that she had in one of her roundhouse kicks. She was crazy. Certainly, it does seem we've run out of other options after all. Ready, everyone? All together on 3. 1, 2,
3. Aw, Luke-san and Luke-kun. That's cute. Bam.
Ah!
Oh, fuck. We killed someone. Holy shit.
What's that man doing on the ground? Did we kill him?
Fellow must have fallen asleep against the door. It's probably fine. It's probably fine.
It just goes to show that every puzzle has an answer, and you shouldn't fall asleep against doors, I guess. Well, think fast, Professor, because that answer is coming this way, and he doesn't look happy.
Oh my god. Niklaus.
Oi, what do you think you're doing? Kicking down my napping door? You woke me up. We're terribly sorry, sir. Please understand we had no idea you were there.
The remaining 10 hours of the game is the 3 of them hiding the body.
Oh no, not you again. I can't deal with that heart of yours right now. I'm out of here.
Oh dear, I seem to have driven the poor man off.
I wouldn't pay it too much heed, Professor. Besides, we need to keep moving toward the clock shop. We're nearly there now.
No, that's the wrong direction. Fuck.
Tell me, did you happen to notice that peculiar flower growing in the abandoned shop in Midland Road?
Fucking words.
Why? What's so special about this particular flower? It supposedly attracts puzzles that have disappeared from their original locations.
Like a Venus flytrap for puzzles.
That's what they say anyway. I've never seen it for myself, but if those rumors are true, we'll be able to retrieve any puzzles we've left behind. I'd say that's reason enough to visit the shop.
What do you say, Professor? Well, we've got nothing to lose, I suppose. The shop in question is just a quick stroll away, and being able to visit lost puzzles would be very useful. Then what's stopping us? Let's go!
That's not at all correct. Buddy, I didn't know which way to go. Is it this way? Oh.
Watch out, Professor! There's a bee over there!
So glad they voice acted this part so I can get a drink.
Now, Luke, I'm sure he won't hurt us, as long as we don't bother him.
If you say so.
You know, I've never seen a bee quite like this. Can you try talking to him, Luke?
I suppose I can try.
Well, look at Mr. Tall out here. Clearly he knows a bee of distinction when he sees one.
Bee of distinction?
Wow. You're not like any bee I've ever met.
Isn't that what I just said? Well, it's true. I'm no run-of-the-eye bee, but I do try to blend in.
You'd probably have better luck blending in if you didn't talk.
Sure, whatever you say, smart guy. But listen, I've got something you should hear. You know those puzzles you don't get around to solving? Well, they all come hang out with me. You see, I have what you might call one of them magnetic personalities.
Wait, are you saying you've got the same job as Granny Riddleton?
Granny who? I don't know no grannies. But my
The bee is
name
weird. The bee is
Beasley.
strange. And I think it's a little bit telling that they just go back to Granny Riddleton and Keats in the prequels, because this is a little weird.
I'm gonna tell you how to peruse those puzzles now, so listen good.
Huh. I'm all ears.
Tap that flower over so any time. Did that all make...
It makes...
This is
All right,
tutorial, so
then.
we get
You-
to skip it. I don't listen.
So,
No puzzles yet. I'm sure they'll come back after this chapter. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm also like trying to check a message while I'm moving around, which isn't the most productive. There's better ways to do this. This is what I need. Okay, give me 1 second. There we go. Y'all gotta tell me when I can open my clock, by the way.
There's a shop. The door was locked earlier and no one would answer it when we knocked.
That's because you didn't know the secret knock. Watch this.
Knock, 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 knock.
Come on in. Go on, try the door now.
Bleep.
It looks like no one's here. JJ
Would have started. I was just gonna say JJ, start the clock count, but JJ left. There's so many fucking clocks. Layton's working on the packing peanuts. Great. Oh.
Tee-hee-hoo. Well, look who's back. Ah, what are you doing hiding there? I see you've learnt the secret of the knock, dearie.
Actually, I was the one who did the knocking spring. Is Cog around?
Words.
Ah, there you are, Luke. Cog's in the back room. Oh, so you know the owners of the clock shop, Luke?
I must have forgotten to mention them earlier, but yes, Sprig and Cog have been helping me. I think Cog can better explain than I can, though. You should ask him.
Alright. Let's hear what he has to say. I don't trust you people.
Maybe I should buy one to put in my office at the university.
I'd rather a nice watch than a big clock like this. Cog must have built every clock in the shop by hand.
I'm sure I could talk to them, but I don't want to. He does the tap tap with his finger, just like Miles Edgeworth.
I thought I heard your voices out front. Nice to see you again, Professor, and,
Luke, the professor's apprentice.
Yes, Luke, of course. Would you mind telling them about the wormhole and how it all started, Cog?
Why won't you tell me? You know what? If I get it from them, then you can't lie from me. I don't trust you, Professor. I just don't trust him. You get me? I don't trust him. He's very weird. Makes me uncomfortable.
I think it would help to have everyone on the same page. It'd be my pleasure. Now then, Luke. The smaller Luke, that is.
Yes?
Tell me, lad, what does this contraption behind me look like to you?
A big old clock.
Right you are. By my estimate, this clock is well over 100 years old. The clock girl needs a lot of TLC to keep chugging along, so I spent quite a bit of time on maintenance. I was right in the middle of oiling her gears one day when two family thugs burst in.
Cutscene? Ah. God damn it.
Isn't that odd? Don't you find that odd?
Here we go! This has got to be the place the boss was talking about. Too right. Hey, boss, there's a big clock here, just like it said. It's proper antique, look. Hey, oh god. Hey, you, what do you think you're doing barging into my shop? Get your hands off my clock! Shut it, you old codger. You don't know what to tell us. Blah, 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 blah. You don't tell us what to do. Don't you know who you're dealing with? Fucking Christ, goddamn. I'm dealing with a load of clods who won't get out of my shop. I'd keep that civil tongue in my head if I were you, Grandad. Now get out of the way, we got a schedule to keep here. What are you two clowns waiting for? Get to work.
Oh, God.
If we don't get a move on, the things won't be ready in time for you know who. Sorry, boss, we're doing our best, but Grandad here's got his knickers in a twist. Then throw him out in the street, you numpty, fuck. Let me go, you villains.
We're just gonna go for a little walk, alright, Grandad? Slide.
Keep your filthy hands off my clock, you hear me?
Slide.
We're just about on schedule. We have to wait till the exact time the boss said to turn this thing on. That's all I heard before those brutes threw me out of my own shop. It wasn't until later I found out what the thugs wanted from my little clock shop. See, the family was funding the construction of a time machine by a group of scientists. I think the idea was to use it to create some kind of wormhole. But how could they do that? Search me. It was all mumbo jumbo, something about opening up a vortex in the flow of time, I don't know. Anyway, things didn't go exactly to plan for whatever reason.
I see. So somehow this hole in time appeared in this clock of yours.
That's more or less it. The clock has been ticking away for over 100 years. My guess is that something about the clock's age caused the warp point to gravitate to the spot. The wormhole, or whatever it's called, became a part of my clock. Thing is, I'm the only one who can keep the old girl running, which means, like it or not, I'm the only person who can open and close the wormhole.
Wow, that's really weird. That's really strange. I don't buy it.
It's a burden is what it is. Once the family realised, they forced me to work for the clock for them.
After a while, I caught wind of the clock situation.
It goes without saying, he's not a member of the family. In fact, the family's been nothing but a source of trouble for him.
It certainly sounds like it.
So I approached Cog and Spring and explained my plan to them. They agreed to help, and Cog fired up the machine so that I could get my message to you.
And upon receiving your letter, I let my curiosity take Luke and myself on a journey that led here. That's quite a plan you concocted, Fluke.
Thank you, but it's about to get even more interesting.
Oh?
Professor, with Cog's help, we can send you and Luke back to your own time. You'll be able to speak to Inspector Chelmy there. But you will come back to put a stop to what's going on here when you've finished, won't you? You won't just leave, will you? That would be insane. That would be nuts. You couldn't simply just live your life in a new way so this doesn't happen. You have to come back, because this timeline already exists. So you have to come fix it, you see. You can't just leave and not become evil. That won't work.
You of all people should know the answer to that question, Fluke. I keep my promises, and I intend to solve the problem here. There's only one. It's me. I'm evil. It's what a gentleman would do.
Thank you, Professor. I was hoping that was exactly the answer I was hoping for.
I wouldn't dream of leaving things here in this state. You said it yourself, Fluke. The only one who can stop Herschel Layton is Herschel Layton himself, and certainly no one else.
Ah, that's true. My apologies. I never should have doubted you.
Surely it'll all be fine.
Let me see here. Yep, you've solved at least 30 puzzles. Seems you've done enough research to take your investigation back to your own time. Thank God!
You of all people should know the answer to that question, Luke. Spoken to a Luke who has been let down by the professor endlessly across 10 years. Oh no! I mean, I haven't finished the game yet, so let me collect thoughts.
Hopefully you'll learn something there that will help us clear up the terrible situation here.
Yes, I hope so. Now then, Cog, if you would be so kind as to start up the clock.
I hope you understand if I stay here. I don't wish to risk distorting the events of the past any more than necessary.
Certainly this won't fuck things up. Certainly this will be fine. Can't imagine this would be rough. I agree. Besides which, the poor inspector's eyes would likely pop out of his head if I turned up with 2 Lukes. Imagine, 2 Lukes. Wow, that actually sounds quite funny. Too bad you can't come, Big Luke. Mom would probably be really interested.
Okay, she's all ready to go. Let's get going.
Oh god, I just hiccuped and hurt my back. Jesus Christ.
Here we are.
I feel sick. Are you going to be alright, Luke? You look positively pea green. I feel sort of seasick. My ears are all stuffy and the ground feels like it's made of marshmallow.
Yeah.
On second thought, let's take Fluke.
That'll be the time sickness. The first jump I made, I didn't feel very well either.
Well, Cog, we're going to head off now and see what we can find out. Maybe check in on Flora. Perhaps we could check in on Flora. Has anyone looked into what Flora's doing lately?
Sounds good. I'll be waiting here for you. Just use that special knock to let you in.
Excellent. I was wondering how we'd contact you if we went back to you. If you went back to your own time while we were out.
Yep, that'd be a pain, alright. Now you two should get moving. I'd like to get home in time for dinner.
How does time move? Is it like... One of the things with these stories is always, does time move the same? And like when you're gone for an hour in the present, in the future, when you get back, it's an hour later in the past? Or are you always returning to the same point? It's got to be 1-to-1. Otherwise, I think this would not make sense. Oh.
Cog's in the back room, dearie.
Okay, I don't understand. Maybe she just hangs out in there all the time and it doesn't move. It probably doesn't matter.
There's no doubt about it, Professor. We're back at our own time. The surroundings here certainly do seem familiar. Phew! All this time travel really has worn me out, you know. This was fun. Let's not do that again. Let's just stay here. Yes, I could do with rest myself, but we mustn't keep Cog waiting. But what if we did? You're right. So shall we go in and find Inspector Chelmy? And maybe Flora? Can we see Flora? I miss Flora. That will be our second stop. I'd like to drop by my office at the university first. For a quick rest? And also time with Flora? Not quite. I need to check a few things before our meeting with Inspector Chelmy. Preparation, my boy, is the foundation upon which every good investigation is built. Right you are, Professor. Can I get a snack first? Now that we're back at our own time, we can reach the university in a matter of minutes by bus. Let's go, Luke. Can I have a snack? I'm really hungry. I haven't eaten in 10 years. It's crazy. Imagine not eating in 10 years. This is why Emmy always carried snacks. She was simply correct for that. Let's make our way back to my office. Now then, which bus goes to Crescenhella University? Whee! I have to admit, all this time traveling has me muddled. What are we investigating now? Oh, feeling a bit disoriented, I see. I can hardly blame you. It's not every day that I travel to the future and meet my older self, who is very suspicious, you know. I think I could do with a bit of a recap of our case.
I'm like mostly dunking on Fluke because it's funny, but I will feel really bad if he is completely normal. And I'm just like hella suspicious of everyone. I would take her on adventures too. She would be my best friend and I would love her so much.
Very well, let's go back over it. Do you remember why Fluke called us to the future? To stop the evil Professor Layton. And what exactly are we stopping my future self from doing? Oh right, we want to stop you, him, from completing his time machine research. Precisely, and that's why you and I were headed for Chinatown. Oh yes, it's becoming a bit less jumbled now. We couldn't get into Chinatown in the end. It was at the point you said it would be useful if we could talk to the inspector. Yes, but at the same time I had no idea we'd be able to jump back to our own time to question him. In that sense, I suppose we're pretty lucky, eh? Perhaps it is suspicious and weird. Perhaps what's wrong? Is something bothering you? Do you think it's suspicious and weird? There is, and that is something that we've come to investigate. Oh, you've just reached our stop. We'll drop by my office and then it's off to see the inspector. And then we'll see Flora, because we're going to check in on Flora. Surely we'll look at Flora.
Yeah, leave me alone, JFK. Leave me alone. She's right here. She's down here and she's so lonely. She's so lonely. What else am I supposed to do? The Forgotten Case, Chapter 5. Flora, I'm so sorry, girl. Every day, I wish for better for you.
I need to stop by my office to check something. After that, we'll go and find Inspector Chelmy. I know I just said that on the bus. Ah, what a lovely day to be in the present.
Alright, cool. There you are, Professor L. I see you've cancelled our lecture again this week. Again, we can't keep doing this. I need to get a degree. Let me guess, you're off investigating another strange mystery, aren't you?
Ah, Miss Stone. Hello there. Yes, I'm afraid something rather pressing has come up. I'll be holding supplementary lectures later, though. You can be sure of it.
Oh, no worries, Professor L. As long as I get the credits. I don't really care. I don't give a shit. I just want to graduate, man. I just want to graduate.
Now, what kind of attitude is that, Rosetta? If you want those credits, you'll have to earn them. And since your topic is the stone relics of Cornwall, I say you have your work cut out for you. As your supervisor, I insist you check in with me weekly until your dissertation is up to scratch.
I didn't mean to imply that I wasn't interested in my studies. I'm just so tired. Professor Layton, do you remember how tired you were when working on your dissertation? Because I was fucking tired. I'm fucking tired, man. I'm living off coffee. You keep cancelling lecture, and I've had 8 Red Bulls in the past 2 days. Do you know what that does to a person? Do you know what that does to me? I'm freaking out about my dissertation, man, and you keep disappearing on me. And I have to write this dissertation. And I'm very much looking forward to our sessions together. Not every girl has the privilege of receiving private tuition from the great Professor Layton.
What I meant to say was that you should check in with me during office hours.
Huh. You don't have to tell me twice, Professor L. I'll see you next week when I'm dying. When I'm dying. I completely took her character in a different direction than they were. They were like, this girl's flirting. And I'm like, what if she was a dead grad student? What if she's a walking corpse?
I don't know what that girl's up to, but it can't be good, Professor. Nonsense, my boy. It's all in your head. You can't fool me. Did you see the look she gave you? She's a man-eater, whatever that means.
Where did you learn that? Where'd you learn that line, Luke? Where'd you learn that? Grace, please. Grace, please. Maybe if I sleep with him, he'll stick around long enough for me to pass this class. Maybe if I sleep with him, he'll read my dissertation for once and give me some feedback. Is that an option? Is that ethical? If I graduate, does it matter if it's ethical? I just need my degree. Maybe I just try to sleep with the professor. Maybe that'll work. Maybe that'll help.
Brenda would kill you for saying that, Luke. I learned it from my dad. Oh dear.
Hey, Dean. Hey. Sorry we keep vanishing on you.
It seems my neighbor is off work today. Hey.
Herschel, my boy, I've been looking for you.
Hello there, Dame Dalmona. Didn't you receive my very last-minute holiday request?
Oh, that, yes. There's an old, something that I need your help with. I can't do a puzzle that my granddaughter gave me.
Well, in that case, please tell me how I can be of assistance.
Come a bit closer, my boy. What I'm about to ask you, well, I wouldn't like anyone else to hear it. The thing is, this puzzle I simply can't work out on my own. My darling granddaughter brought it to me, but I can't, for the life of me, solve the blasted thing.
I can see how that could be rather vexing.
Vexing would be putting it politely. It's hard to feel like the king of your castle when you can't even solve your grandchildren's puzzles. This is a rather serious issue for me, Herschel. Your job is on the line, in fact.
It certainly sounds like it.
Yes. So I take it I can count on you to help me work this one out.
But of course, my job is on the line.
Oh no, number. Oh, it's one of these. Okay. Here are some matchsticks that spell out 100 M. Move one of the matchsticks to the bin to display a length that is 1/1000th of that size. Fuck. Shit. I feel stupid because I can't remember conversions right now. Centimeters. I think that's it.
That should do the trick.
Yeah. If you don't
Just
solve this
as I
puzzle, then I
suspect.
won't look past your 10 absences this semester.
This is actually how Layton keeps his job. He just does puzzles for Dean Dalmona. And Delmona is like, do whatever the fuck you want, man. I knew it was something to do with the metric system, but really I was just looking for another letter to make, because for the life of me right now, I was like, is it centimeters? Fuck, I don't remember how this breaks down.
Oh, that's it. My granddaughter's going to be over the moon when she hears how clever her granddad is, and you get to keep your job.
I'm glad I could help, and that I can continue working at this great establishment.
Likewise, by the way, Ursula, I do have one more small favor to ask you. You have to show up to at least one class this semester.
Certainly.
Let's keep the fact that you helped me with this puzzle between you and me. You, me, and the wall, shall we, my boy?
Of course. You can count on me. After all, you have a reputation to maintain with your granddaughter, and I have a job to keep.
Oh-hoo. Perceptive as always. And what about you there, young man? Can you keep a secret? Your professor's job is on the line.
Of course. My lips are sealed, sir. Wouldn't dream of it.
Splendid. For that you have my thanks. One last thing, Herschel. There's a young lady in your office. She said she's waiting for you.
Is it my girl?
Is it my girl?
If it's not Flora, I will flip my shit. Where is she? I know I said that there's no way they can write her that would make me happy. But what if I want to see her written badly anyway?
I see. Professor, he must be talking about Flora.
Flora, 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 Flora. Oh no, she looked sad.
Oh, hi there, Flora.
Is she okay? I'm so scared. Girly Pop, are you good?
You two have got some nerve leaving me alone while you go off on another adventure.
Her voice. Oh no, it is JFK. Oh no. Oh no, this is not. Oh no. Oh, Flora, what did they do to you? Girl, you are T-posing in my heart.
Now, Flora, you know that wasn't our intention at all.
Yeah, she should kick their
While we
asses.
were out investigating one issue, an even more
Kill
troublesome
him.
matter arose.
Kill him. Tear the bitch apart.
What kind of troublesome matter?
I don't particularly like Flora's voice actress here.
We couldn't have seen it coming, Flora. Honest.
Really?
Of course. We would never leave you behind on purpose.
Except for when we did.
Luke is quite right. Do forgive us
Except for when we
our
did leave
oversight.
you on purpose. Oopsie.
Well, okay, just this once. But you two had better not leave me alone again.
Yeah, I feel bad. I'm not digging this voice actress at all.
Of course not.
An English gentleman should have a spare hat ready at all times. Oh ho, piqued your curiosity, has it? What's the matter, Luke? Don't you like that artifact?
I think we must have like an alternate view of his, like a different angle of his office in the prequels.
These books were written by a famous foreign puzzle expert.
Oh shit. Flora, 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 Flora.
Huh? I'm sure I left an apple on this table.
Maybe Flora fucking ate it because you abandoned her. JFK, please. What's done is done, so I guess there's no point in dwelling on it. I'm not upset at all, and I don't have any abandonment issues, I don't have any fears, and I'm not scared of being alone at all, and I have no trauma that you may accidentally be triggering by repeatedly doing this to me. Have you considered that? Have you considered that? Have you considered that maybe this is really upsetting to me, and I would really like if you stopped doing this? I thought that'd be nice if you stopped. If you just didn't. If you didn't do this to me. She checks it at his head. You two must be awfully tired after all that running around. I just made a pot of tea. I'll go fetch it, I guess.
Professor, did you just make a promise to Flora? Yes, I'm rather afraid I did. And unfortunately, this is one promise I may have to break. Professor, that's terrible. You're always saying that a gentleman never breaks his word. This is the beginning of your evil arc. Well, I didn't see you doing anything to dissuade the poor girl from coming with us, Luke. Besides, you know our current case is fraught with danger. I don't want her getting hurt. We need to finish what we came here to do, so that we can find the inspector. We'd best move quickly. Suppose you're right, Professor, but that's really fucked up. So, what are we looking for? Somewhere in my office is a leather-bound notebook with a yellow note sticking out of it. Do you think you could help me find it while we
Fucking abandon Flora again.
Aye, aye, Professor, I'm on the case. Yikes. Yikes, not great, not good.
I think it made me so mad I couldn't get over it for a bit. I hated this Layton, made me so mad because of this. It's fucked up. And like, it does, I think the prequels do help contextualize like some of the stuff that's happened to him. It's super fucked up. And it also just comes across as very sexist because we are acknowledging that Flora is at least several years older than Luke. And I'm just gonna, to be normal about it, I'm just gonna pretend that she does, like, I personally don't think that Redacted and Redacted but Yellow show up this early, but I'm just gonna choose to think that, Redacted but Yellow and Flora are gonna go on a road trip and just fucking leave. They're just gonna leave. And, you know, fuck it. I don't give a shit. They're gonna go around Europe together. She just said she doesn't want to be alone, and they're like, oh, but it's dangerous. Luke is 14 at most. He's like 13. Come on. What the fuck? She's been waiting in your office sad, and you're just gonna leave? Oh my god.
Leave those drawers, Luke. I wouldn't have put it there.
Yeah, no.
Oh, Mr. Notebook, where are you hiding? Ah, I thought I'd lost this book.
No, I just wasn't clicking the right spot.
Is this the notebook you were talking about, Professor? Why, yes it is. Let's see. Notes on the explosion at the Institute of Polydimensional Research. Did you gather the information in this notebook, Professor? Because bad news. I did, piece by piece. Sadly, most of its contents have been removed. Hey, you're right. Most of the pages have been torn out.
I was going with at least 16. They're very unclear with it because they're not clear on what comes of age means in the first game. But usually when I hear comes of age, it's either 16 or 18. Those are the two in Western media. 16 and 18 tend to be the two ages that are quote-unquote coming of age. Like, that's when you come of age. Obviously, like, if you look at different cultures, like, for, like, quinceañeras, that's 15. But I always went with, my brain is going 16, if only because I think she's, like, a little tiny bit older. And 18 felt too old. I think 16 would make sense for England, too, if I'm remembering right. If I'm thinking about things correctly. I think 16 makes sense. For, like, what could potentially be... Because, like, comes of age is super, super vague. It's really vague. It can kind of be whatever. So...
It's been a while since I last opened it. Let's see. Well, the newspaper clippings are still intact at least. How old are these articles, Professor? I'll explain more on the bus. First, we need to get out of here before Flora returns.
Oh no. Oh no. Fucking, they're gonna, you know what's gonna fucking happen? Layton's not gonna be evil, but Flora's gonna be evil. Flora's just straight up gonna be evil in the future now. That's my AU. Flora turns evil. Fuck you. Voila! I thought you might be hungry, so I made some cucumber sand. Huh? Where did they go? This fucking sucks. This sucks ass. This sucks ass. They were like, ah, shit, we gotta put her in the game somehow. What if we were awful to her? If you really don't want her in the game so bad, just have her busy with school. Give her a fucking job, I don't know.
All that stuff in your notebook, Professor? What was this explosion you were researching? Surely it can't have anything to do with that woman you keep seeing and being weird about. It all happened quite a few years ago, when you were very small. 2 scientists working in a physics lab accidentally caused an explosion during an experiment. The blast devastated the surrounding area. I must have been all over the news. You'd think so, wouldn't you? However, though many perished in the blast, few records of the accident remain. What happened? It's something I'm still trying to work out myself. But answer me this, Luke. What is the first thing to mind that comes... No, what is the first thing that comes to mind when you think of an explosion?
Explosion, 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 explosion. So I hope that helps. Yeah. They, like... I don't understand what they want me to think Layton and Flora's relationship is. And I don't know if this game is going to... Like, it sounds like this game's not going to explore that. And from what I know about the 2 spin-offs, those games aren't going to. And I don't know if she's going to show up in the new game. So then you're just left with, like, why did they even add her in? Like, what does she actually add outside of the first game? Because she doesn't even add in anything in, like... the first game that much. He just is like, it's just kind of like a, oh, well, like, now he has a daughter, except we don't ever do anything with that. And it would be another thing if he was, like, legally her guardian, but they weren't close. But it seems obvious that she wants to be close to Layton, and he's not really entertaining that. And if we're taking it out of the context of the prequels, it's just like, why do we even have her here still? It almost does seem kinder to just not write her into the game. I don't know. I don't have time this week to talk about this, frankly. Like, in the grand scheme of things, I have a lot to be doing. I don't have time to spend a few hours exploring this.
Why, the explosion at the presentation of Dr. Stangun's time machine, of course. That was my first thought as well. I have a strong suspicion that these 2 incidents are connected.
Yeah, I thought that.
Why is that? Well, it's nothing more than a hunch at the moment, so I can't really say more. Oh, Professor, this is our stop.
I'll just think about Brenda beating the shit out of Layton. How's that?
Here we are, Professor, Scotland Yard. There's no time to waste. We have to find the inspector and then jump times before Flora finds us and kills us both.
And she would be fucking correct. She'd simply be right. That's my hot take.
Nothing says London like the Houses of Parliament.
I just don't know why they were like, yeah, well, you know what? The answer is probably they didn't entirely know what they were going to do for Diabolical Box, and then they didn't entirely know what they were going to do with this game. But, like, instead of figuring out, like, because it really, when you step back and look at it, like, as much as I love Flora, in the second game, she's just a reason for Don Paulo to get in there. So it's like, well, why even have her? Why have Layton, basically adopt her? Why do that? And, like, sure, it's not a long period of time between these games, so it would make sense that they don't get super close. They can't, not all adopted relationships can be Phoenix and Trucy, and even there I think they have a lot of growing pains. But, like, it just is like, why even have this character here? Like, why have this character here? Other than to show Layton being, mean and, neglecting her? Like, what does that actually add? Is that supposed to, in this case, show that he's already starting to, pull away from people who care about him? Is that what the point is? Because I don't know if it seems like it's a good job, because they did that in the last game. They went somewhere without her, so that's not new. That's not something new that he's doing because of the time machine. Yeah, I'm just gonna think about... So Brenda... New headcanon. Brenda is checking up on Flora. Brenda's checking up on Flora, hanging out with Flora, making sure she's okay. And when she runs into Layton, she's gonna beat the shit out of him. And that's my hot take.
Naturally, security is a priority in the police station. I didn't expect the police station to be such a dreary place. Nice coat of arms, not really Inspector Shelby's style. Hello, 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 magazine. I don't know this publication.
Welcome to Scotland Yard, headquarters for the London Police Force. What can I do for you?
We're here to see Inspector Shelby. Would you please let him know that we'd like to speak to him?
I see. While the inspector is always happy to meet the public, he's terribly busy at the moment. Furthermore, I'm under strict orders to issue this puzzle to all visitors.
Where is this? In recent years, the city has been suffering from an increase in accidents and crime. According to a survey, there's one place in the city that has higher average number of injured people and deaths throughout the year than anywhere else. Where could this be?
Let's see if I've got this right.
Hard puzzle. Hard fucking puzzle.
Just as I suspected.
What's correct during his work is always Professor Layton.
Huh? Do you know the professor?
Of course, I'm a huge fan. I could only respecting puzzles and not know the name of Layton.
I assume that puzzle was one of your own design. It wasn't quite good.
That's right, guilty as charged. Couldn't pass off the chance to have Professor Layton solve one of my puzzles. I'll call the inspector and let him know you're coming. His office is just up those stairs.
Thank you very much. Your puzzle was fine.
Man, this is gonna upset me. I can't be living like this. Fuck.
Shit. You know, this place is tidier than I expected.
Just gonna finish this and then think about redacted.
The inspector seems to have quite the caseload. A teapot. Inspector Chelmy is an English gentleman too. No, Luke, don't open the window. Look at what's on the desk.
Love the idea that Luke went into someone else's office and tried to start opening windows. Like bestie. Luke, baby.
Ah, nothing like a nice cup of tea to soothe the nerves. Good day, Barton. Oh, good day to you, sir. Barton, we wish to have a few words with the inspector, but I don't see him here. I don't see him here either. I was led to believe he was here in his office.
Yes, he was. Then he got up and left.
Oh, it was all very sudden. I'm puzzled by his sudden disappearance.
Barton, I sincerely hope you're not spreading misinformation about me. It wasn't 5 minutes ago I told you I needed to pop downstairs to see the chief constable.
Oh yes, you did say that, sir.
Use your ears, constable. You'll never move up in the force if you don't learn to listen.
Hello, Inspector.
Ah, sorry about that, Layton. What a surprise to see you. Welcome to my humble office.
Forgive the sudden intrusion, Inspector. I heard that you're heading the
Fucking Christ.
I heard that you're leading the investigation into the Prime Minister's disappearance.
I am, and since it's you I'm speaking to, I'll be quite candid. This case has me baffled. Dozens of eyewitnesses, myself included, and not one blasted lead to work with. Since you were there too, I might as well hear your take on the things. Have a seat.
I was interviewed on the day of the incident, but maybe another chat will uncover new theories.
We've already established that you were there when the explosion occurred.
Yes, I certainly was.
Then you must believe, as I do, that there's no way anyone could have survived that blast. Not the quack stun gun, nor his staff, and though I hate to say it, not the Prime Minister. What confounds me is that we haven't found a single trace of any of them.
What do you mean?
Oh no. Went through the place with a fine-tooth comb and didn't find anything related to the victims. No bodies, no clothing, no shoes, not even so much as a pocket watch or ring. All we recovered from the scene was 10 tons of scrap metal that used to be the machine. No people.
There were 8 of them, sir.
Or just say something, Constable.
There were 8 of them, sir. 8 people vanished.
Yeah. According to eyewitness reports, 8 people have vanished from the scene. That group consisted of Stan Gunn, a handful of his assistants, and the Prime Minister. Now, how in the world do 8 people just vanish? It's like a blasted magic trick.
Don't worry, Inspector. From what I've heard, the Prime Minister is still alive.
Yeah, Luke. Be a good lad and keep quiet, alright? The adults are having a serious conversation here. If you're bored, why don't you and Bud go play in the lobby?
Inspector, I assure you, Luke isn't making this up. There is a very real possibility that Bill Hawks is alive.
What? Oh no! Oh no!
Oh God, we're almost done, so.
What? Well, don't leave me here scratching my head like a fool. Explain yourself, Layton.
I will, but I must ask a favor of you first.
And what would that be?
Do you recall the explosion at the Institute of Polydimensional Research 10 years ago?
What did you just say? Not the dum.
I'll take that as a yes. It is imperative that I see any and all case files on that incident.
Sounds like you're onto something, Layton. What do you know?
Nothing at the moment, but I have a suspicion that your current case is somehow linked to this old one.
I'd like... Oh God, hold on. Oh God. I'd like to help, really, I would. But those files are sealed and require top-level clearance. Even a high-ranking officer like myself would have trouble getting his hands on those.
I see. I had hoped a man of your status might have the necessary clout to acquire those documents. Unfortunately, it seems I may have hoped for too much. I'm sorry to have asked the impossible of you.
Wait just a moment, Layton. I just might be able to get you access to the case files.
Excellent. I would be extremely grateful for that.
Just one thing, though. These documents don't come for free. I want to hear everything you know or suspect about the Prime Minister's whereabouts.
Of course. Once I've seen the documents, I'm sure my theory is sound. Every detail will be yours.
Barton, head down to the archives and find those old files. Tell them you're there on my orders.
Right away, sir.
Those files can't leave the archives, but you can read them down there. Take the stairs down from the lobby to the cellar.
Much appreciated, Inspector.
Oh, I'm just sitting here being sad. I'm just sad now. Oh.
Hello? So gloomy. What do we do with the light went out?
Ooh, wait, a breakfast smoothie right now? Also, what's in a breakfast smoothie? I gotta know.
Whoa, my hands are filthy. These shelves are covered in dust.
Cherry lemonade with spinach and orange. Huh.
Welcome to the archives. I've gathered all the case files pertaining to the explosion. Thank you, Barton. Your hard work has saved us considerable time.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yuck, these papers are all mildewy and covered in dust. These files are off limits to most people. You're the first to touch them in a long time. I see. Hand some of those over and I'll help you look through them. Where should I start? I appreciate the offer, Luke, but I shall handle these myself. They are top secret after all. Oh. Of course, if you say so, Professor. I'll just go find Flora. Maybe we shouldn't have abandoned her and made her feel bad. She's probably crying right now, Professor. And I know, me and Flora haven't always gotten along great because we've all got our own issues. But maybe I should go find her and make sure she's actually okay. Have you considered that? Have you considered I go help Flora out? See how she's doing? Actually drink some of the tea. What if she made us sandwiches? What if she made us sandwiches, Professor? Just a bit longer, Luke. I'll be finished soon.
The fuck am I supposed to be home?
Don't you ever get tired of the inspector shouting at you, Constable Barton? Oh, it's not so bad. He only scolds me when he has good reason to, which is often, unfortunately. Oh. I make a lot of mistakes, so I get shouted at a lot. He's always telling me I'll have to insight and, don't pay enough attention. He's absolutely right. I get distracted very easily, and then I make mistakes. Oh, chin up, bro, Constable. Everyone makes mistakes. I make them all the time. I've made some howlers, though. Just the other day, in fact, I found myself quite jam. You know, I've had a talk with Redacted, and I'm trying to be better about my issues. So can we please say hi to Flora again? I really miss her.
I think, not only do I think that she's probably, I think she can become a better cook. I think she can become a better baker. Maybe not ever great, but I think she can try. But I think she can make a cucumber sandwich. I think she can make them a cucumber sandwich. Barton needs to park his police car in the space indicated by the flag. When he encounters a cross, he has to turn left or right. When he meets a circle, he must continue going straight. Assuming he's not allowed to reverse the car, what route does he need to take in order to blah, 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 blah. Sorry, I'm trying to think of things to say, but I don't have any.
This one's as good as solved.
Fuck. Okay, straight, have to turn, straight, have to turn, have to turn. Turn, turn, turn. What did I do wrong? Maybe I should start from the end. Oh, did I not? Wait. Is it literally that?
This one's as good as solved.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Phew! That's a relief.
That was stupid. That was stupid of me. It's fine.
Alright. Wonderful work, Luke. I bet the professor never has to shout at you. Well, the professor's not really the shouting type. He's more just like the abandon you in a different time type while he goes solving puzzles on his own because he doesn't want to deal with the trauma of hanging out with you type. He just kind of leaves. So, I guess I'm lucky in that he hasn't left me yet. Little concerned about my future, but that's not an issue. We're working on it. But anyway, it's true that I'll never leave a puzzle unsolved. I've got his reputation to uphold. And he needs help. He really needs help. He's gonna need it in the future. Oh dear, I never considered the possibility that my clangers could harm the inspector's reputation. Don't worry, Constable. You try your best, that's the most important thing. Yeah, he's got issues. He's a runner. If only I could convince the inspector to see things that way. Luke, come here. I think I found what we're looking for. What is it, Professor?
Oh god, help. This pose in the back is very funny.
That file yielded some very valuable information, Luke. What exactly did you find out, Professor? Let's just say I'm very confident that the Prime Minister is still alive.
Hey, by the way, guys, the most annoying thing about me losing that Azran VOD is because that's the VOD where I talk about all the reasons that should be the wine. It's where I realize that there's like wine, there's like grapes, I think. It's where I talk about it, the issue being the wine. So the next one that's gonna go up, I might try to post like all of my other ones before finishing Azran to see, just make sure it's not in there somewhere. But it's the one where I posit that theory, which means that is not established. The next VOD is just me being really mad because it isn't the wine and grapes. And it makes no sense.
Let's just say that I'm very confident that the Prime Minister is still alive. The only way to save him, however, is to travel to the other London where he's being held. You think he might be trapped in the future? Perhaps this is something we need to discuss with the Inspector.
Layton, you're not being very gentlemanly. Have you considered maybe that's why you're going to turn evil? Have you considered that? Maybe go talk to Flora.
Well, Layton, did your investigation bear any fruit?
It did indeed. But before I explain, please allow me a few questions. Inspector, were you involved with the investigation into the explosion at the Institute 10 years ago?
Yeah, ages ago. It was. I remember I'd just been promoted to sergeant.
I see. And do you remember the name of the scientist thought to have caused the explosion?
Let me think. It's coming back to me now. One was called Allen, Dr. Dimitri Allen.
Weren't there 2 scientists implicated? Do you remember the second scientist's name? Perhaps it was one that Hannah spoiled several times.
It was quite a long time ago, you know.
I see you're having some difficulty remembering.
No.
Well then, what about the victims? Do you remember anything about them?
The explosion caused substantial damage to the area and destroyed a nearby block of flats. Several of the building's tenants perished in the explosions, as well as one of the lab assistants. Strangely enough, though, I think both the scientists involved in the experiment survived.
So she was a lab assistant then.
That was very informative. Thank you, Professor.
Professor! Thank you, Inspector. I'm so tired.
Right, I've got a few questions of my own. How do you think this old case relates to my current one?
This is just a theory. A game theory. But I think the Prime Minister is being held somewhere beyond the influence of Scotland Yard. Say, in the future.
Do you mean to say he's been held in another country?
You may find what I'm about to tell you hard to believe. Perhaps even ridiculous. But I think Bill Hawks is being held captive in the future.
If this is your idea of a joke, Layton, I'm not laughing. Not even close.
I can understand your skepticism, but thank you for all your help today, Inspector. Should I learn anything else about the Prime Minister's whereabouts, you will be the first to know. Come now, Luke, let's be off. Inspector, if you see a small girl looking for me, do not tell her my whereabouts.
Now wait right here, we had a deal. Surely you've got more for me than that far-fetched theory.
Inspector, I've told you as much as I know at the moment. Now please excuse us before that young girl tries to rip my head off. Professor, you watch MatPat. Let's switch topics, my boy. I'm going to tell Mum that Only the FNAF ones, my boy. Now then.
They gotta go on the run before Flora finds them. I'm gonna kick his ass. I'm gonna kick his ass so hard.
Now that we've got what we came for, let's go back to the clock shop. Cog is waiting for us. Righto, Professor. This isn't at all concerning.
What if we left Flora in the past? What if? Flora, I miss you. Flora, I'm so sorry they did this to you. This is so sad. This is so sad.
I suppose we have to head back to future London now, don't we? I don't really want to. I actually really wanted some of that tea Flora made us. I'm really thirsty. I'm really hungry. I'm very tired. I miss me mum. I miss Flora, actually. I'd really like to talk to Flora. She seemed really upset, Professor. I don't think we were very nice to her. What's the matter, Luke? Are you scared of travelling through time again? No, I just told you why. But also, yes. I mean, no. As long as I don't have to do it alone. Of course not. I'll be right here with you. Our first step is to head to Chinatown to meet the future Professor Layton, I suppose. That's right. If my assumptions are correct, we'll find the Prime Minister here there as well. Do you think we'll run into trouble along the way? Perhaps a future Flora set out to kill us? Considering the warm welcome we received from the family at the casino, I'd say anything's possible, and there's definitely a possibility that Flora is evil in the future. Luke, there's no telling what kind of dangers await us in the future. Maybe it would be best for you to remain here in our time with Flora. I really don't feel good about any of this. What kind of apprentice would I be if I left you to face those dangers all alone? You're already being really mean to Flora. You're not allowed to be mean to me too. That's not in our friendship contract. I'm coming with you, Professor. Let's go.
It's fine, JFK. I'm so normal tonight. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling cool. I'm feeling normal. Traveling companions?
Excuse me, I don't know what you're talking about.
No point in playing innocent, boy. Old Stashin Scarfin knows more than you think. They might be hidden, but I do have eyes, you know. And these eyes can see that the law's right on your tail.
I don't think I understand. Say no more, boy. Just know that I'm always on your side. If you call me, I'll come running. Oh, well, thanks, I guess. We ought to be off now, Luke. I have the feeling that things are about to get interesting.
Right before the end of stream, bitch.
Luke, do you remember the secret knock that Fluke used when we entered the clock shop last time? Of course, allow me, Professor.
Wait, I couldn't hear it well enough. Whatever.
Come in. Welcome back, Professor. Sorry to keep you waiting. Where's Cog, by the way?
Oh, same place as always. In the back tinkering with that big clock. Tee-tee-hoo. Oh, it's not, that wasn't... Fuck it, whoever cares. Whoever cares. That's not a phrase. I'm ready for bed.
Welcome back. I take you found the information you were after.
Hardly.
We did. I hope Luke hasn't gotten tired of waiting for us back in the future.
Oh, we mustn't keep the young sir waiting. Sure hope you aren't abandoning any children here.
Young sir?
Oh, did I just call Luke sir? Sorry, it's an old habit from being in service. My mind's just not as sharp as it used to be, you know. I often get all muddled and...
Someone's at the door. Oh no, it's Flora. You can't just barge into private property. It's illegal, not to mention ungentlemanly.
But I'm, madam, no gentleman. I'm an officer of the law and I'm here for an important investigation.
Chelmy, get a fucking warrant. You can't be here.
What's Inspector Chelmy doing here?
I don't actually know anything about UK law.
You tailed us, didn't you, Inspector? In which case, Spring is right. It is very unbecoming of a gentleman.
You've been a very unbecoming gentleman lately, Layton, so shut the fuck up and maybe don't talk. Hold on, JFK, you just said something that made me want to Google something. What does that office look like? What does that office look like? What does it look like? Where the fuck? Come on, Wikipedia. Bitch, you are in that office so often. What the fuck does your office look like? Oh my god. Is it... Okay, I think I have the wrong one. No, that's not the right office. Fucking Christ. We'll deal with it later. Jesus. Jesus Christ.
Say what you will, Layton, the fact remains that our Prime Minister is missing. And if I have to step on a few toes to find him, then that's what I'll do. Inspector. And I'll keep doing it until you lay your cards on the table, Layton. All of them.
I can't believe you, Professor. Flora angry moments. Flora pissed moments. Flora violence moments. Flora evil moment. Flora kill. Bite, maim, kill. Kill him. Rip his top hat off. Kick his ass. Literally kill them. Kill them, kill them, kill them. You too, Luke.
Flora!
You ran off and left me on my own again. I'd even made you those nice cucumber sandwiches.
Flora, please. We just didn't want to put you in danger, that's all.
Imagine just explaining shit. Just imagine telling her shit. Imagine just like explaining that you're really worried about her and don't want to put her in danger. You could have done that. Instead you were like, yeah, sure, you can come with us, and left. And fucking left. Whatever she's about to do, you deserve worse. You say that, but the real reason you won't take me is because you think I'll get in the way, isn't it?
No, that's not it at all. Flora, you have to understand. You could be put in harm's way. It's for your own safety that...
I don't know anyone else here. What am I supposed to do when you two run off? Just sit there like a lemon and wait?
Oh, when you put it that way... Luke.
You know, Layton, I think the girl has a point. You may be leaving her behind out of concern, but that doesn't help anyone if it gets her all upset. Chelmy being the voice of Layton. Inspector, you too. Sorry to interrupt, but we've got to get Luke waiting. We can't keep Luke waiting any longer. I have to start her up now. Guess you're getting 3 additional... Yeah, even the cop thinks you're a bad dad. I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna lose my whole mind. My brain is gonna melt out of my ears and then just like turn to dust.
But there are several people here who have nothing to do with the matter at hand.
Well, the more the merrier, that's what they say, isn't it? Bye.
That's ridiculous. I beg you to reconsider.
Sorry, Professor, we've got to go. Hold on, everyone. Hold on, what for?
I think Flora should be allowed to commit real violence. Real, genuine violence, to be honest. Literally.
Okay, end of the line, everyone out. What in the world?
Oh, my stomach's doing backflips again.
Hey, Layton, what just happened?
Step outside and see for yourself, Inspector. That should serve as sufficient explanation.
What do you want about now? Come on then, Barton, let's go outside.
Just a moment, Inspector. I'm feeling a little queasy. Very queasy, actually.
Pull yourself together, Constable, we're going outside.
Kind of a trigger warning Clark moment there, Layton. Please don't jostle me. I'm feeling a bit green.
Are you okay, Flora? Like, both like how you're feeling, but like also mentally. Are you okay mentally?
No,
It was a rather bumpy ride.
I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to either of you, actually.
I'll say, time travel really takes it out of you.
I'm just a little dizzy. She fucking died.
Oh no, Flora!
Okay, she is with us. I was like, did we lose the girly pop? No, she's with us. She's with us up here. I can see hundreds of clocks just from here. Oh, she's with them and she hates them. She's with... I love the idea. I don't know how much they're gonna lead into this, but I'm a huge fan of she's now stuck with them in the future, and she's so fucking pissed at both of them. Like, maybe like a little bit more okay with Luke, but she just does not want to talk to Layton at all. So she's not going to. That's my take on the situation. She's so mad.
Layton, what's all this? What's happened to London? We're still in London, Inspector. You've just been transported 10 years into the future. Hypothetically, all were incredibly high right now. Well, that's impossible, isn't it? Or is it possible, Layton? One thing is for certain, we're no longer in the London we knew.
Well, there will be plenty of time for debate once my work is done.
The premise of the spin-offs? No. Well, yes. But only based off the title. For one of them. And that's all I got. And everyone fucking hates that one to the point where I'm following someone who's playing all the Layton games. You might have been online when I talked to Hannah about this, but for people who don't, I'm following someone who's playing all the Layton games, just like mentioning it on Tumblr and posting like, oh, this is the ones I've gotten through. And they actually removed one of the spin-offs from the list of Layton games because they were like, I was told everyone said this game fucking sucks, so I'm just not gonna play it. Which, like, if that's your prerogative, that's fine, but then you haven't technically played all the Layton games. So, I do know that people, one, fucking hate that game, and two, from the title, I can make a few guesses about who it's about. And Hannah also told me something about it, that it was kind of intended to be a little bit more, and it did shit, so it isn't. And that's all I got.
I seem to recall you saying something about the Prime Minister being trapped in the future, yeah?
Yes. It is by no means certain, but it remains a definite possibility.
Well then, while we're standing around here, the hunt is on Barton, we're off to find the Prime Minister.
You know, Inspector, we may have better luck tracking him down if we work together on this case.
That's enough from you, Layton. Fact remains you're a civilian, I'll handle this on my own.
I want to talk to Flora more.
Where's the other Luke, Professor? Now that you mention it, we never decided on a meeting place. Perhaps we should pay Shipley a visit. Of course, he can get in touch with Big Luke for us. Fluke. Shall we head over to the restaurant then?
Can someone please get... We need to get Flora a little water. Her tummy doesn't feel good.
Hey, don't walk away from me. We've got unfinished business here. Important unfinished business.
Well, look who's back. This voice keeps changing. Deal with it.
It's Mr. Stash and Scoffin? The one and only. And who's your feather friend there?
I don't know what this accent keeps changing into.
Oh, you mean Cranathy?
Huh? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, buddy.
Say, you seem like an abominable law. Can I ask you a favor? I've recently become rather fond of mushrooms, especially these little red ones. They're delicious. That's where you come in. I'd like you to seek out one of those fine fungi and bring it back to me.
A small, red, delicious mushroom? I haven't a clue where we could find one of those.
Cranathy knows. Cranathy get.
No, that's the kind of a can do. I still don't like, buddy. Are you really up for the task? Cranathy's no ordinary ferret. This should be a doddle for him.
Hello. We are not gonna do this right now because I don't feel like it. I just kind of want to find... Oh, never mind, I have to do it. The game's making me. Let's see if I can leave without doing it. Oh, I can see the clock shop. Look over there. Not you, Layton. Don't look over there. I'm talking to Luke. Ah, shit. I have to do it. God fucking damn it. I don't want to do this. I want to see future Luke and go to bed. Oh, okay. Hold on, this is gonna be hard. While I figure out what the fuck is happening. What the fuck? Okay, this is gonna be difficult. But I can't get past this without doing it, it seems. Oh wait, hold on. Shit, okay. Can I just look this up? Am I allowed to look this up? Will you guys, like, care if I know you guys probably don't, but, like, we can't get back. We can't leave this part of the game until we do this. And I want to be... We don't have that much time left. So, one second. Stash it. This is too hard on my phone. This is simply too difficult. No worries. I'm looking specifically for the toadstool thing. Yeah, I got it. I am on the blog spot for it, so it only shows me what I'm looking at. Don't worry. I'm sure if I like really wanted to, I could do this and somehow have a fun time, but like, fuck, I don't want to be doing this right now. You know, like at all. So. Sorry, I don't give a shit. I want to see Fluke and Flora meet. Is that too much to ask? Is it too much to ask that Fluke and Flora meet? I don't think so. Oh wait, that's the wrong direction. I keep getting turned around for which way I should go, okay? Let me be. Oh wait, that's not... shit, god damn it. Fucking Christ, good God. I gotta do Duolingo after this, man.
Luke, I've just remembered something. What's that, Professor? We've neglected to explain the situation to Flora. She is just following us, and we are being continuously awful to her. Yeah, that's on you, Professor. Gosh, you're right. It completely slipped my mind. Probably.
Oh, it's completely alright. I'm just happy I could come along. I'm just gonna make these all super sarcastic, because I think they're making, the way it seems they're writing her is very like, ooh, yay! Like, I got to come! Like, no, I think she's still pissed. I'm choosing to think that she's just like, glad to be here. Really? I don't need to know a thing. I'm totally fine. It's fine. And Layton's just not picking up on her sarcasm.
Be that as it may, I think an explanation is in order. Let's stop at the hotel for a quick chat. All right, Professor.
I don't remember where the fucking hotel... Oh, it's over here. I was like, where the fuck is the hotel? I think she can be easygoing. This is not easygoing. Welcome back to the hotel too. Oh, hello there, young lady. And who might you be? My name's Flora, and I'm a guest of the Professor Luke's. Sort of. Actually, what really happened is I followed them here because they ran out without me. They're always doing that, and it's really quite upsetting at times. Oh dear. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to babble. What are you talking about, Flora? Do we really do it all the time? I don't think we did it all the time. Don't mind her, Becky. Flora can get quite nervous around new people. I'm certainly not a terrible guardian. Oh, I would never pry into a guest's personal affairs. That's against policy. I'll be off now. Have a pleasant day. I hope you don't think the worst of us for leaving Flora behind. Oh, I do. I do, actually. Goodbye. I actually think you're a piece of shit. I don't pry, but I do gossip, so... Oh! What a charming room for two not-so-charming people. I'm glad you like it, Flora. Your room will soon be ready as well. Interesting. Oh, no need for that. I'm happy to stay in this one with you two. We'll just put up a screen. Then you can't disappear on me. I'll know where you are. You can't just vanish in the middle of the night. Or day. Or when I pop into the bathroom. Or when I step into the hall. I'll just know where you are. Luke, you're the smallest, so you can sleep in that chair over there. Then I can take one of the beds, and the professor can take the other one.
That's not fair. I'm far too big to fold myself into a chair.
Should have thought of that before.
We can discuss sleeping arrangements later. For now, let's bring you up to speed, Flora.
Flora should steal all the spoons. Yes, they live in the same house, but Herschel has lost spoon privileges. He is on thin ice with the forks. I'm a believer in Becky and Flora friendship. I just made it up, but I think they could be friends. Simply because I think she needs somebody who's like who would like listen, and I think Becky has the vibes of like she doesn't completely know what's going on, but she is here to listen to gossip. So, one sec. One second. God, I'm fucking up this Duolingo. I mean, it's probably because I'm trying to do it while streaming. But, you know, fuck me. This is bad. This is bad. Oh my god, I got like all 5 of them wrong in a row. Jesus Christ, this is not good. Hold on. Yeah, Becky's trying to kill her with her eyes. Oh. Fuck! This is not good. Uh-oh. Okay. I swear I'm almost done. I just keep fucking this up. Fuck, shit, god damn it. I've like cycled through the whole thing like twice. Okay, just one left. Mis padres. Okay, cool. Alright, I'm all ears.
We are currently in a city that looks very much like London, but is fundamentally different. This city may appear similar to our London, but make no mistake, it's a far more dangerous place.
How so?
What he's trying to say is that we've travelled through time. This is London 10 years in the future, where the professor's evil.
She's like, well, he's already a little evil, but okay, continue.
What? We're currently working with a young man who identifies himself as the future Luke, or Fluke. According to him, in the 10 years between his time and ours, I become a rather unsavory individual.
Surprising. Who could have seen that coming?
And here in the future, I rule over the city with an iron fist. This young man is working with us to try and stop my evil future self.
That's an awfully complicated story. I don't know why, though. You couldn't tell it to me before. When I was in your office, that would have been a great time to hear this story, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that just be a swell time to hear about this story before we did all this? Because maybe, then I would have been okay with not coming with you. What about that? What about that? What if we did that instead? What if we talked before you just vanished? What if we had a conversation? What if we just had a conversation? What if?
Did you follow all of it?
Yes, I think so. I have a brain. I'm very smart, actually. Not that you'd know, but I'm very smart.
Can you imagine the professor as a crime boss? I wonder what he's like.
Hey, Luke.
Yes?
If both the professor and you have older counterparts here, I should have one too, right?
Yeah, I suppose so.
But you haven't seen a future Flora here?
No, not yet, anyway.
Didn't it strike you as strange that you hadn't seen me? Were you not at all concerned about me in the future? Were you not at all wondering what was up with me? Did you not think to ask anyone?
We've had a lot going on since we got here, so we haven't had time.
Well, I'm curious as to where my future self could be, anyway.
I think we should move on. Flora, the restaurant we are going to now is said to be one of the best in town.
Oh, is it really? Maybe I'll get something really expensive then. Let's go.
Whew, good thinking, Professor. Let's just keep avoiding it and it'll be fine. If we just don't talk about it, it'll be fine. Surely it'll be fine. Nothing can go wrong.
Dean Dalmona.
Dean Dalmona.
Oh, fancy seeing you here, Herschel. Have you been keeping well?
Very well, thank you. You're looking rather well yourself, if I may say so. Spry, even.
Oh, goodness, no. This old man is growing older by the day. Has gone completely white, see?
Yes, I thought there was something different about you.
Some people say silver hair makes him look distinguished, but I was partial to my crop of brown.
I genuinely don't remember his hair from before. Hope that helps.
Now listen, Herschel, London's full of people quick to sully your name. Rest assured I don't believe a word of it.
That would be quite a shock, Professor. That was quite a shock, Professor. We saw the Dean a few hours ago, and now he's aged a full 10 years. Yes, time certainly seems to have left a mark on Dean Dalmona. Is something the matter, Professor? Not at all. I just needed a moment to think. Let's be on our way.
I'm like literally sitting here trying to figure out if it's just people fucking with them. I don't know. Because I didn't really pick up on what that Dean Dalmona thing was. Shit. I just wanted to see future Luke again. Luke.
Greetings, Shipley.
Ah, Professor, good timing. I just got a message for you from Luke. He wants you to go to the observatory in the park that's north of here. Make sure you're not followed.
The park just off the path that connects Flatstone Street to Midland Road, correct?
That's the one. Luke will be waiting for you there.
Why do we need to make sure we're not followed?
Sounds as though
It sounds as though someone out there may be monitoring our movements.
Monitoring?
Monitoring our movements. Are you paying attention to this, Flora? It's very important.
Of course I'm listening, Professor. I understand the importance. You don't have to treat me like a child. It's fine.
Moving in a group of 3 will make us more conspicuous. I know you don't want to be left alone, but I think it would be best if you waited for us at the hotel.
What?
As soon as we've caught up with the other Luke, we'll come to get you.
No. I'm coming with you.
Now, Flora. Oh, come on, Professor. Let come along. We'll do our best to be stealthy on the way to the park. We used to do it all the time with Emmy. We can do it with 3 people. We've done it with 3 people, Professor. We've done it with much bigger parties. We've done it with parties of like 5. I think we have to let her do it. She's going to stab you with a fork. It'll be fine. Besides, it might be more dangerous to leave Flora all by herself. She might come after us, and then what? I suppose you may have a point there, Luke. Certainly will not acknowledge that Flora might have a point. Flora, you do realize that where we're headed could be extremely dangerous, don't you? Are you really sure you want to come with us?
Of course I do. I'm not scared.
Well, that settles it. Let's get moving. Luke, it looks as though we'll have to put our dinner plans on hold again, I'm afraid. And Flora, you were going to eat as well. I understand, Professor. I'm pretty hungry, but we shouldn't keep Big Luke
I started to say Big Luke, but then I was like, oh, Fluke, like halfway through Luke, and...
But we shouldn't keep Fluke waiting.
Well then, what are we waiting for? Let's go! Okay, I'm trying to decide if we can get there fast enough. Let's give it a shot. We probably should have stopped and talked to them, but that's not how I'm working right now.
I can't seem to open the door to the observatory. Really? It looks as though the door is locked up with a puzzle. Oh yes, you're right. Worry not, Luke. I'll solve this puzzle and have us through the door before you know it. And Luke is like, I'll just stand back here with Flora. Make sure she's doing okay.
Yeah, Luke became a Flora rights activist. I'll support that. Move the red and blue blocks to the spaces of the same color. Touch the arrow buttons at the bottom to rotate the board 90 degrees. Blocks fall downwards when there's nothing between them. I think we should actually probably try to do the blue one first. Oh, shit. Oh, wait, oh, fuck. I did it.
Let's see if I've got this right.
I can't tell if you're saying observatory because, like, that's what you do with your life, or
Few things
because that's a
satisfy
big
like
moment in this
puzzle
game.
solved.
Like, genuinely.
There we are, Luke. The lock is disabled. And the door is open. Come on in, Flora. How about you come right with me? I'm worried about you getting locked out.
Thank you for meeting me here. I know it's out of your way. I wanted to make sure you weren't followed, and this place offers a good view of anyone approaching. Now then, have you made any progress in your investigation? Holy shit, Flora's here. We've encountered some unexpected turns, but on the whole, it's going well. Yes, Flora's here as well.
I can't believe I'm meeting Luke from the future.
Eh? Oh, Flora, it's you. I didn't recognize you for a moment there. You'll have to forgive me, this is all a bit unexpected.
It's nice to know some things never change. I see you're still easily flustered. I love the idea that she's still kind of pissed at Luke, super pissed at Layton, but she sees Fluke and she's like, this is a guy who has not done me wrong within the past 10 years.
You're one to talk, Flora. As I recall, you go bright pink at the drop of a hat. But it's good to see you anyway. You look well.
Flora's presence here is one of the unexpected turns I mentioned. Inspector Chelmy. and Barton are here as well.
Well, I'm not too surprised by the inspector's arrival. The man lives police work.
Are you saying you expected him to trail us back here?
Expected? No, but I acknowledged it as a possibility. Anyway, we really need to discuss how we're going to get into Chinatown. We haven't a chance of getting through unless we get those guards to leave the gate.
You found a way to lure them away, haven't you?
Yeah, see, the guards don't hang out in that area all the time. They only man the position when Layton tells them to.
In other words, my future self has some reason to post watchmen there now.
I must confess, that might be my fault. I've been doing a lot of reconnaissance in the area and may have been spotted. But the crucial point to remember is that the guards will leave their posts if their boss tells them to, and you look like their boss. This is really easily, actually.
This is super easy to figure out. I see, but how do we get my future self to issue that order?
Fortunately, your future self almost never interacts directly with low-level grunts. He has his lieutenant, Bostro, give the orders instead. I'm sure you remember him. He was that mountain of a man commanding the thugs at the casino.
Ah, yes, I know who you're talking about.
If the thugs by the gate hear Bostro telling them to get lost, I'm sure they'll leave their posts.
Then all we need to do is record Bostro's voice and play it back for the guards.
Well done, little Luke. But have you thought of how to reproduce Bostro's voice? I seem to remember you picking up a new friend near the river who boasts impressive vocal techniques.
Of course, you mean Granathy. We can get him to mimic Bostro's voice. Surely that won't sound like a parrot.
That's the idea. So how do we get Granathy to learn how to say get lost in Bostro's voice?
That could prove quite difficult.
Not really. Get lost is a catchphrase it's something of a catchphrase for Bostro. He's always shouting it. I've spent quite a few afternoons spying on the man. He uses it at least a dozen times a day.
It's not a very nice thing to say.
Well, he's not a very nice fellow, as you may have noticed. The catchphrase is our ticket into Chinatown. We should start looking for him immediately.
Excellent. Bostro is likely to be lurking somewhere in the vicinity of the casino. We'll need to be cautious, but I say we start searching for him there.
And that, I think, is... Oh, yes, perfect, perfect. That's all we're gonna do today. It's like, we need to be done. We need to be done with this. It's after midnight. And I have work tomorrow, and I have to try to make, like, 3 or 4 charms. And I'm really stressed. So, Chapter 7 will be Chinatown. That will be next week. Thursday, I'm playing more Nancy Drew. Friday, we're playing more AA4. And fuck shit. Fuck shit. Fuck shit. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. Sorry Layton fucking sucks right now. Am I like pumping my way through the game? Cool. Yeah, that's all. I gotta go to bed. I wanted to actually work more tonight, but I don't think I'm gonna have the brain to, and it's probably better if I just go to sleep and deal with it in the morning. My clock face for my Apple Watch just changed. I don't know why. Alright, yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good day, have a good night, all the things I usually say, and